Howdy ho. Good morning. Good morning, campers. I hope you guys enjoyed the short live I did before this one. It was a lot of fun. We love you, James. We love you. Heart, heart, heart. Oh my gosh. I went back and listened to some of it. It was freaking hilarious. He wasn't getting it through his head. I was sitting there calling him a scammer. He wasn't getting it. Hey, Jojo. Hey, Eve. Love you, doll. Squirrely girl, loose cat, Pearl, Pearly, Pearlies. Who did I miss? Squirrely girl, I got you. I think that is it. Hey, was his. Oh, my goodness. That scammer call was crazy. Hello, Victoria. That was a lot of fun. I love messing with scammers. I love it. Absolutely love it. So, all right. So, I was having such a good time. And then somebody wanted to rain on my parade. So, let's see. Oh my gosh. Let me find it, y'all. I want to share it with y'all. Okay. Victoria. I know. I was a hussy. I was leading James on, wasn't I? Okay. Dang. Be the Bean. She's on it. Already did a video. I'll have to show it. Anyhow, I don't even know what to say about this shit. So I get in my comments, everybody. Thank you was his. I did enjoy it. It was really funny. But let me find it. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, right here. Right here. Knowledge is power. Decided she was going to come into my comments. Okay. That was fun, Lucy Cat. We need to do that more often. I'm waiting on him to call me back. I'm sure he'll call me back. So, I don't know what the shit this is. But knowledge is power. Right over here. Decided to come in my comments. And comment on, I guess, the innocent until proven guilty scenario, right? And she said, until I see them side by side, I know what I know. All right. I was like, well, okay then. Not here or never have been here to change anyone's mind. It's not my fight, for reals. Right? Never been my fight on who innocent until proven guilty was, is. What do you want me to do? Huh? What do y'all want me to do? I'm doing the same thing I always been doing. The person is never disrespectful on my channel or in my chat. So, I don't care. I don't care. So, anywho, I don't know. I guess she didn't like that. I don't know. So then I get, and why you talking shit on me? Really? I've been talking shit on you? Come over and tell me what kind of shit I've been talking. Right? So I replied, because I'm remain calm, and I fucking reply. I say, really? Why you coming in my comments talking smack? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's how y'all roll. Because it is how y'all roll. In the comments. Right? You talk smack about each other in fucking comments. So I replied again, going live. Feel free to come on over, because you are wrong. Miss, knowledge is power. If you're so fucking knowledgeable, then you should know I ain't talked about you. Okay? Nada. Haven't done it. Haven't fucking done it. I have not privatized any of my fucking videos. Go back and fucking watch them. Don't ever come over and fucking tell me that I'm doing something I'm not doing at all. At fucking all. So you want to play the drama shit? Go somewhere fucking else and do it. Remain calm ain't up for it today. I've dealt with James for over a fucking hour, and I don't want to play today. Girl, I ain't said nothing about you. And I haven't. So don't know where you got that, but if you don't want to come over on my fucking channel like an adult and tell me what I did or what I fucking said, then leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. I ain't dealing with that fucking shit. I am not dealing with that fucking shit. I don't give a shit. They can all talk about each other till they're blue in the face. Oh, Tia's got a video out. Let's watch Tia. This is how we roll over here. We like to have fun. Tia's got a new video out. It's called Mr. Benny Keys Done Quit the Internet. Benny, did you quit the internet?
Something about he just can't handle these streets no more, and everybody on here sucks, and he is just not doing it anymore, and nobody ever going to hear from him ever again.
Oh, really, Benny? Really? We're never going to hear from you again? Everybody sucks but you, don't they, Benny? Everybody sucks but you. Oh, my God. James, you've got me in a mood today. James, I'm in a mood today. James, why'd you make me like that? Okay, so anywho, thank you, magical mushrooms. Sometimes I wish I had some of them myself, you know.
I kind of wanted to say promise, but yeah. Anyway, so I think what really happened was, see, something about, well, this is the explanation he started giving, and then I'll tell you what I really think happened. So he said that somebody had told Tiffany Marie that Chase 423, you know, back from the scamathon and the billboard thing and all that mess, that he wanted Tiffany to call him. Okay, now remember, this is the criminal that she didn't know was a criminal, right? Tiffany and Penny didn't know he was a criminal. That's what they say, but then we found out they knew. Well, she called him. Like, what? So she called him, and he said he didn't want her to call him. So I don't know who set that up, but somebody set that up because Chase said, I don't want you to call me. Like, why you call me? So then she tell Benny, well, Benny not supposed to tell nobody, but he tells Diana because Diana and Chase, I guess, used to have a thing or something, and Chase broke her heart or took money from her or something, some kind of something. And so there was a problem between the two of them, and so Benny thought that Diana should know that Tiffany called Chase. Did I say that right?
Benny, was you jealous? Was you jealous that Tiffany called Chase? Hey, Cassius Gems. You know, we could get into that whole scenario. We really could. But this is what I will say to them. Tiffany Marie backed her ass up, took a picture, sent it to some guys on social media. I thought she had a carrot in her mouth when she did that, but I was wrong. Woo, woo, Woo. We can do a cheer about it. Benny Keys was talking to Tiffany, and he was doing nasty things while he had her on the phone. He was a whacking his deck. You was, Benny. Don't lie. You showed us the text. You had this kind of love affair going on social media. Not like me and James. No, me and James, we didn't get to that point. He wouldn't send me a picture. Okay, he wouldn't. But anyhow, okay. So then all of a sudden, Benny got mad at Tiffany. He was like, where's my ruler? Uh-oh, ruler time. Tiffany, I was supposed to get the first sequence of pictures, and I got number 10. Now I'm really angry. I'm angry at you. Other guys got the pictures too, but they were all different. They were all different pictures. So that way, if one of those guys put them pictures out, she would know exactly who did it. But what did that matter? You sent them the pictures. So what were you going to do? Sue them if they showed them on social media? I don't understand that. But I don't know anything about pornography. Pornography, I know nothing about. So let's move on, Tia. Sorry for the interruption, darling.
So confusing. So anyway,
It is confusing.
Then Tiffany was mad. She was big mad because she didn't think that Benny should have said anything about that to Diana. And so she took her Sassafras channel back from Benny because, see, Benny was going live on it. He changed the name on it and he was going live. And then all of a sudden, Sassafras channel is named Sassafras again, and Tiffany got it, and all the stuff is removed from it. Well, then Benny, he goes live on it. Apparently,
Sassafras, who comes into my chat. I know they're not talking about you, okay? I know it.
He had a little clip channel called Tragedy Hose Exposed or something like that he was going to be doing like clip channel stuff from that one. Well, he went live on it, and that's where he said everybody on these YouTube streets suck and that he is never going to talk to nobody ever again. And that was...
But Benny, if you're not talking to people on YouTube, you're going to be lonely. You're going to be lonely without your followers. Especially because you have an ankle monitor on. You have an ankle bracelet. You can't go too far. You're going to be very lonely. Okay? Very, very lonely. Because a lot of people on YouTube, you burnt your bridges. You burn them. You just didn't catch a little plank of wood on fire. You burnt the whole fucking bridge down. Okay? Your fault, Benny. Your fault. Okay. Lily, dress it up. You got to put in your opinion. In your opinion, Lily. Lily.
was his last live he was ever going to do. Really? Okay. Like, personally, Miss Tia think he just packed an overnight bag, but we'll wait and see about that. So yeah, but this is what I really think happened. What I really think happened was that Tiffany Marie and Uncle Benny and Carl, the creepo, they had this big, conspiracy that everybody was in the P-ring. Well, then the truth started coming out. And it started to look like, with everything that's been shown on these YouTube streets, that Carl may be the one that got the issue. Like, seriously. Like, this dude is sick, gross, nasty, and everything you could ever imagine. Like,
absolutely. She is talking about Cake Hole Carl. Cake Hole Carl. You're a different kind of character, Carl. You're a different kind of character. All right? And I'm glad you never found my channel, because anybody who even says the slight little thing about Cake Hole Carl, guess what? Guess what he does? Then you're in a pedophile ring, okay? You're in a pedophile ring if you say, I don't like Cake Hole Carl. He's like, I'm coming for you. That's what he does. Oh, Cake Hole Carl.
He doesn't even belong on these streets. Like, he needs to be banned from the internet. He's the one that needs to leave the internet. He needs to go right along with Benny. If Benny gonna leave, he needs to drag Carl with him. But Carl is a gross sick.
Now, let me tell you guys something. This is what gets me. Benny went after Cake Hole Carl. Said horrific things about Carl. Horrific. Carl went after Benny. Said horrific shit about Benny. Both of them were calling each other pedophiles. Okay. Saying that they were in a ring. Okay. Just outrageous shit. But then, all of a sudden, they become buddies. How do you become friends with somebody who talks shit about you? I don't understand it. How do you do it? How? I want to know. Maybe I'll start liking some of these bitches who are talking shit about me on the internet. I doubt it, but I don't know.
Ugh, makes me blah. So that started coming out, and then that's starting to make Tiffany and Benny look kind of stupid because they all believe in Carl. And
well, Tia, in my opinion, Tiffany and Benny can make themselves look stupid. They can do it on their own. They don't need no help. But adding Carl to the mix, oh Lord, you know.
Carl telling them all these people involved in this P-ring, and so they start calling people out for it and saying people, you know, like crazy stuff like Chasing Truth and Lip Lock, and then the lady from the Web Sleuths, Trisha, and like they just all these people they say, when lo and behold they holding hands with the one that probably is.
Hallelujah.
So yeah, I think that what's really happened, that really happened, and that's why Benny said he just gonna quit. He quitting the internet. He quitting. And Tiffany over there, she's just making, you know, she's been posting these little cryptic messages on her community wall. Like, it was a Tennessee chase always.
It was a Tennessee chase always, really? You would know. You would know, little sniffers. Snippany, you would know. Who do we have in the house that I forgot to say hello? Laura, did I say hi? Hey, Laura. Lily, you may. Today, you may complain about your sinus infection. Bless your heart. Bless your pea-picking little heart. Okay. I think I said hi. I don't see Lip Lock. I don't hear her. I don't hear Lip Lock. I can't see her. I can't see her. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see her. Okay. Yes, we love you too. But girl, where are you driving to? We want to know. We want to know where you're going right now. I'm just kidding. Don't give us your location. Don't give us your location, okay? We don't want to know. We don't. I will never dox anybody ever on my channel. Ever. Oh, nice. That's the place we all want to go. Right there. And you feel free to take us all with you. Because it's 420 somewhere, right? It's 420 somewhere. It is. It is. It is. It is. Oh, knowledge is power. I'm waiting on you to come over and tell me what I said about you. I want to know. I really do. Up, getting her turf tank. Getting her turf tank. Sorry for the interruption, Tia.
And like, she just posting some stuff that don't make no sense. Like, Tiffany, just come on. Just say what it is. Stop trying to be cryptic. Like, come on. But yeah, so that's the Monday morning news. And I know there's some other news on these streets with Cam and Aly, but Miss Tia just not really ready to talk about that yet. I gotta prepare myself for that, because stuff like that just makes
We always got to prepare ourselves when we are talking about individuals with drug addictions. Oh my gosh, that's me. Individual. Okay, I muted it. I can see my chat. I can see y'all. I can see you all. Okay, just letting y'all know. I can see y'all. But you don't need to see yourselves 3 times. So, anywho, I was waiting for AB's chat to come out on his channel. Last time I checked, it hadn't come out yet. Thank you, Eve. I appreciate you so much. Let me see. I'm gonna go back to Cam and Aly's comment. I am. I showed you guys the picture of Cam. And you guys can go over. I think Lips has a, I don't know if she's got a video or what up about, I don't know. I can't really remember. So I don't want to get it wrong. The incident where Cam pocket dialed her really early one morning or something. And, okay, let me find it. I kind of went over this a little bit yesterday. Oh, now he's got, here is the copy of the order. Wait a minute, I gotta share it with you guys. Let me share it with you guys. Magical mushrooms. I've never said anything bad about Roe. Knowledge is power. I haven't. If she thinks that I did, she can come over and tell me about it. I am not going to. I mean, what the fuck? Don't come in my comments. Come over on my channel and fucking talk about it. You guys, anybody who says that I've talked shit about them, you better believe, excuse me, if Remain Calm talks shit about you, I ain't gonna fucking hide it. I'm not gonna hide it. If I talk shit about somebody, I will tell them personally, I talk shit about you. But I wasn't talking shit about her, so I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. And believe me, to be honest with you, I don't care. I do not care. I mean, gosh, how fucking weird is that I showed her video where she had a fire on Thursday and flooding on the very next day. And I was like, hey, you guys, give her prayers. What the fuck ever. Believe what you want. I'm not here to change your mind about fucking anything. CT's chat the other day was saying you were knowledge is power. What? Are you kidding, Lily? I am not knowledge with power. Or is power. Or what the fuck ever. I am not that person. And that person definitely is not me. Hey, Danielle. Hey, Kim. That is so funny. Some of the things people say on YouTube is crazy. Okay, so this is on their community page now. Here is the copy of the order from Cam's egg donor filed for temporary custody of our kids. Mind you, she has not stepped foot in our home or seen our children in well over 6 months when she did this. She lost her job the day before she filed this because her employer found out she had lied to them and that she had a criminal history that stemmed from her own addiction. Really, Cam? Really? You gonna call out your mama? You gonna call out your own mama? Maybe, Cam, maybe your mama was contacted because she is kin to you. Maybe your mama was contacted by someone who said, look, Cam's mama, shit ain't looking too good over there. You might want to help this situation by taking the children until they can get their shit together. Maybe that's the way it went. Oh my gosh. I mean, these are people who were making money off a little missing girl. Summer Moon Utah Wells. No matter what we talk about on this channel, that little girl is always, always, always priority number one in my book. She may not be in my title. She may not be in the description, because guess what? If I'm not speaking about that child, her name will not be used on this channel. All right. So, anywho, okay, wait a minute, because I got to go back. I got to go back. Okay, wait. Let me go back. Sorry, because I want to see that paperwork. Okay, let me go back a little bit here. Hold on. Low budget. Welcome to my low budget channel. Oh, I guess I should say, welcome to my channel. I'm here to commentate. If you get a little bit of education, that's A-okay. We're here with opinions and theories with no repercussions. Please state if it's in your opinion, IMO. It's not hard to put there. If you have a question, put a Q. If you have a comment, put a C. If it's your theory, put a T. However you want to do it. Please, please, please dress up. Dress up. Your cursey words. Pooty file. Pooty. We know what you're talking about, okay? You guys know how to dress them up. It's always interesting to see you dress them up. Please, please, please. I'm not really into talking about other creators. It's just not in my forte to do that. But you all do have your own opinions about people. So please make sure to put in your opinion, okay? So, I want to see this paperwork again. Oh, wait, I messed it up. Let me come back. Oh, there it is anyway. Okay, so I can finish reading it. Now, Cam, you calling your mama an egg donor? Here is the copy of the order from when Cam's egg donor filed. That makes no sense. You're so funny, Litblock. Hey, does that make sense to you guys? He's calling his mother his egg donor. Cam's egg donor. Okay, I get it. She's your mama. Okay, so she filed for temporary custody of our kids. Mind you, she has not set foot in our home or seen our children in well over 6 months when she did this. Maybe she had a reason why she wasn't coming to your house for 6 months, Cam. Cam, you were on YouTube. You were doing messed up shit. Maybe your mama didn't want to see her son messed up like that. So So she lost her job the day before she filed this. You know what, Cam? Maybe she did lose her job. And maybe by her losing her job, she felt that she was in a position to where she could actually take your two youngest and be there in a time where obviously those kids needed someone to be there for them. Don't make excuses for what you're in trouble for, Cam. No excuses. And that's all you're doing. You're the victim here, right? Cam Don. We'll call you Cam Don. How's that? Because you sound like Don Wells. Cam Don. Yes, insert your own punctuations into this community post. If you feel like it's a little exciting sentence, put an exclamation point. If it's a question, put a Q, put a question mark. Huh. Scam and Scally. Scam and Scally used to be on YouTube. Now they're not. They live in the van down by the river. Huh, we can make a song about it. So anyway, Cam's mama had some addictions, okay? You're leaving me in the car? I'm calling the law. It's hot in here. It's hot in this car. Roll the windows down. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Okay, anyhow. So, if you had followed us for any amount of time, you know that Cam has been 100% transparent about the fact that she was the first person to ever drugs to him. I'm fucking lost. Okay, so this is from Aly, obviously. Unless Cam's talking about himself in third person. You know what? Some people on YouTube, they do talk about themselves in third person. You know, I'm just saying, remain calm is just saying, you know what I mean? You know, remain calm, right? Okay, anyhow. So, okay, Cam, what she's, because you missed some words in there. If you had followed us for any amount of time, you know that Cam has been 100% transparent about the fact that she was the first person to ever, you left out give, G-I-B-E, give, the first person to ever give drugs to him when he was 14 years old. How old are you now? How old are you now? Mama, you shouldn't have gave him drugs when he was 14, okay? In my opinion, if Cam and Aly get out of denial and get help, they can turn this around. Anyone can turn a bad situation around. Hey, Amy Lou Who. Absolutely. Anybody in the situation can turn it around. And I think why people are going so hard on them over this situation is, are any of us really surprised? I mean, really, are any of us surprised? So anyhow, you also should know that she frequently had him put in juvenile detention because she didn't want to raise her own children. So, Mr. Cam, who was a perfect child, he was perfect, got put in juvenile detention because his mama didn't want to raise him. So when you don't want to raise your kid, you can have him put in juvenile? Is that like, hello? Yeah, my kid pissed me off. Yeah, okay. Yeah, come and get him and take him to juvenile. Oh, no, they're not doing anything wrong. They're not. I just don't want to raise him. All right, ma'am, we'll be right over to pick him up. Ugh. I don't know. I'm sure they can get the kids back. Just don't do a Dawn and Candace. Okay, anywho, let me go on. Let me go on here. Every time that Cam has ever had something good happening in his life, she has done everything possible to try to sabotage him and ruin his life. This is by far the worst thing she's ever done. Look, I don't know Cam's mama. I don't. Okay. But they just got through saying she hasn't even had anything to do with him for 6 months. And I have a question. What good things did you guys have going for you? What good things did y'all have going for you? I'm just curious. Because we watched your family fall apart on YouTube. We watched it. People start calling CPS. And look, you guys, on a serious note here, I do not agree with people calling CPS on other people. Not unless they have hard facts that something's going on in the home. Okay? Now, in my opinion, Amy Lou, put in my opinion, please. You know, we watched what was going on YouTube. It was really sad. It was sad. But we've seen a few people lose their lose a lot. Sympathy, pity, feel sorry for us, help. That's been going on for a while. That's actually been going on for a while. Okay, so let me move on here. And look, I'm not a perfect person. I have never been a perfect person. Okay? I don't think any of us could ever say that we're perfect, especially individuals with addictions. If you have addictions and you get around other people who are using, guess what happens? A lot of times when you're around that environment, you start using again. You start using, right? Hey, Rosie. So absolutely, you know. So this all started because she found out that we were planning to move out of state and she lost her job. This has been nothing but a scheme by her to get money. Now, one thing I will say is they would not have given her those children just because she wanted them. They wouldn't have done that. They would not just give somebody freaking kids because they say, I want those kids, right? That doesn't make any sense. I learned that people who speak about religion a lot on the internet. Oh, yeah. The Centernet religion, absolutely. Likely hiding something behind it. It makes me really sad. I could never follow their channel, mostly due to that alone. We see a lot of that. My 2 long-term relationships were with addicts. I'm lucky. I just don't have that in me. Good for you, Lily. I heard that they were living in a van. And this is the thing. There are families who do live in campers and different things like that, you guys. Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that. There are families who live in RVs and they travel and they homeschool their children. There is nothing wrong with that. Nothing. But I cannot see any judge in a court of law giving anybody somebody's children just because they ask for those children. This is just my opinion. somewhere along the line, there was a drug test done and it didn't turn out well. People just don't come and take people's kids because they ask for the kids to be taken. Why? What school would they go to if homeless? No, Kim, because they can homeschool kids. You can homeschool kids. There's a lot of organizations that help, absolutely help children who are homeless get their education. So running for instance, this is not a happy RV travel family. Mind games? I don't know. I mean, I've watched a couple of lives that they have done, and it's sad. It's sad. I've said this before. I never agreed when they blamed PG for Aly losing her job. I never believed that. You know, I didn't agree with that statement. I'll say, didn't agree with that statement. Our children are literally our entire universe, and we love them with all our whole hearts. I don't think anybody is saying that they didn't love their children. I mean, look at this, you guys. I'm saying almost the exact same fucking verbiage that I've talked about with Dawn and Candace. No one ever said that they didn't love their children either. You will not get your children taken and arrested for no reason. I mean, seriously, even Dawn and Candace has not been arrested after losing 3 kids to CPS and having a missing child right now. Absolutely. Nobody will ever, I mean, okay, mind games. Yeah, it's some other guy's fault, right? Always somebody else's fault. So I'm sure that Cam and Aly did love their kids. We have been living in a nightmare that just keeps getting worse. But the hardest part is being away from our kids. The only reason we even started our channel was to help children, which we have successfully done. We don't deserve what is happening to us, and neither do our children. Did you start your channel to help Summer Wells? Or to defend Dawn and Candace Wells? Just a question. Just a question. You did do good work, Cam. You did. Or Aly. Cam wasn't very good at it. Aly. They did have some good content. So. Cam. Nobody's saying you deserved it. Absolutely, your children don't deserve it. But nobody's saying you deserve this. I mean, that would be fucking pretty nasty to say that anybody deserves anything like you're going through, right? Yeah, I agree. They should have both gotten jobs and not tried to live off YouTube, because this is the sad thing about it. When you decide that you're going to make YouTube your job, that's a job where your income's not going to be stable. It's not going to be a stable income, for sure. But I said 1,000 times, and like I say, nobody listens to me anyway. How, if you don't want people to know about your personal life on YouTube, don't talk about it. If you don't want people to see your home, turn your camera off. Don't show it. Are people maybe going to wonder, well, I wonder what that person looks like, or I wonder how they live, or I wonder, what's really going on in their world? People will sit and wonder, but, I know me personally, if a creator doesn't want to show themselves, it ain't a big deal to me. I don't sit every day trying to figure out who these people really are or what they look like. But yes, I seen a couple videos that Cam did. He was in the front seat, Aly was in the back, and somebody else was driving, and it didn't. He didn't look real well then. Well, there's showers you can go take a shower at, Cam, anytime. And if you're camping by the river, you can take a shower in the river. You can take a bath in the river, not a shower, but you can take a bath. You can stay clean and stuff. Eddie, please don't do it in my chat, okay? Please don't do that in my chat. If you guys watched us at all, then you should know that the things being said, the allegations against us, are straight bullshit. Cam, just because people watched you on YouTube and you gave us one certain persona does not mean that everybody knows what the fuck you're up to or things like that. I mean, seriously. We never had our children on our channel to protect them. And many times when I wasn't present on live streams, it was because I was with my kids. And yes, they never had their children on YouTube. They never did. I never once ever seen their children on YouTube. I feel the creators are protecting themselves by all the crazies that are on the internet. Look at what has hurting in Summer's community. So many have been hurt by others going real life. Absolutely. They could have gone to public housing if they were losing their current dwelling, especially if Aly didn't have a job. That's not as easy, I think, as some people believe, Shacey. I think people believe that when people lose their home and are evicted just because they have children and they don't have jobs, that they can automatically believe that they will get help and be put right into housing and things like that. And that oh, wow. Hang on, y'all. Sorry, Cam. I'm gonna interrupt talking about you for a second there, big guy. Let's see this. Hang on, you guys. Let me see if I can pull this up. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Hold on. I don't want to confuse people. I just got this in from WJHL. Let me share it with y'all. Breaking news on Remain Calm's channel. All right. Let me make it bigger so y'all can see it. Hawkins County, Tennessee. An investigation is underway after an incident involving an intoxicant resulted in 4 Hawkins County jail inmates being taken to the hospital. A spokesperson for the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office reports. An email from the Sheriff's Office states Hawkins County Corrections deputies were informed of a possible overdose in the jail on September 28th. Hang on. Hang on, let me get that ad off there. Responding deputies reported finding several inmates under the influence of some type of intoxicant in a pod. According to the sheriff's office, 4 inmates were transported to the hospital and have returned to the jail as of Monday. The investigation into the incident remains under investigation, and the sheriff's office stated charges will potentially be placed based on the findings of the investigation. The Hawkins County Sheriff said no further information will be released regarding the incident due to the investigative status. Wow. Wowsy wow. So that happened on September 28th. And they're calling it an intoxicant. Well, maybe they didn't have any choice but to put that out because of all the questioning about what was going on at the jail, right? For sure. Hey, Bootsy. Same name, same B-day. Addie. Hey, haters can't stand me. Okay, so y'all got that, right? That just now popped up, so I wanted to read it to you. So it was everyone that was in like the same pod, I guess. So, you know, maybe that's what they were talking about. And because today's what, Monday? Today is Monday, October 2nd. So, and this happened on September 28th. Obviously, they didn't want anybody to know what was going on after it happened. But, you know, yeah, the Hawkins County Jail stuff. I just got it on my thing. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, I just got that. So, all right. Let me get back to Cam and Aly. Let me get back to Cam and Aly. All right. That gives us an idea of what was going on with the Hawkins County stuff. Okay. So, all right. Where was I? If you guys have ever watched us at all, then you should know that the things being said and the allegation against us are all bullshit. We've never had our children on our channel. I've already read that. That is true. Cam says if he wasn't presenting a live stream, it was because he was with his kids. Kim has been nothing short of an amazing father and husband, and I have tried my hardest to be the best mother to my kids that I can be. You guys know that we have built our channel by standing on the premise of innocent until proven guilty. The majority of our followers have always claimed to believe in this as well. We are asking that you guys please believe in that now. Look. If your mother had not even came around you for 6 months, I don't believe, and this is just me, I don't believe, hey Colin, that she would be able, just watching YouTube videos and, you know, you guys looking like you're all high or whatever. I don't believe that children can be taken under that premise. I I just feel like you guys have failed a drug test. I just feel like they failed a drug test. I mean, good, JoJo. I'm glad another creator talked about it on Friday. Good for them. Good for other creators who are creating. That's what makes YouTube YouTube. Creators creating. Hey, the mouse. So anyhow, I get what they're saying. Yeah, mind games. It does happen all the time in jails. And you know what? Hawkins County is under the radar for everything. So this is the paperwork right here. I'm going to enlarge that so you guys can see it. I'm going to try to do this. Well, it didn't make it much bigger, did it? Let me do this. That's a little bit better here. Not much. Let me just make it bigger. You guys know my channel's low budget. Ooh, that's pretty weird, isn't it? Weird, weird. All right, here we go. So this paperwork says parents on drugs, children raising themselves, house not fit to live in, and being evicted. Oh, CPS? Well, whoever highlighted stuff out of this, I don't know, if you really look, you can kind of see. Okay. These are the lies from my mother. Who has ruined my life since I was a child and now continues to attack. I also would like to add she has not been to my house in 6 months when she did this. I have done many live streams with no green screen where my home could be seen in the background. Bullshit, Cam. And again, let me remind you, she lost her job. Cam, you were in a fucking bathroom or something, right? Weren't they in like the bathroom or a corner of their fucking bedroom or something? You never showed your whole house, Cam. They called it no regard for life of the children. Yeah, that's the weird thing about it because it was a class 6 felony. A class 6 felony. Wowsy wow. Okay. You know, I never, after I seen, hey, Jessica, left. I don't look at my comments. I don't look at my comments very often. Hey, Lisa. Lisa Ritz. Lisa Ritz in the house. Their bedroom, I think they used to go live in their living room way back. I don't know. You guys, after the first time I seen them looking high and stuff, I'm going to see if I can find something here. Let me stop sharing for a minute. Excuse me. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm coughing. Now, I know Perplexed. I showed you guys Perplexed where she showed what she says were them doing the drugs. I'll see if I can find it and show it to you guys. because Laura shows it. And then you guys, you guys make your own minds up. That's just like Dawn and Candace when they were in the bathroom and people say that they were shooting up drugs, right? So I don't even know if I really want to show this at all. Is it even worth it? Couple new people in chat today. Hadn't been in here before. Or you've been in here, but not much. So, I mean, it does look like that's what they're doing. But I stopped watching them after I could tell that, that they had been doing it. Yeah, I think so, Teresa. I think so. I mean, a lot of people, I know a lot of people say, well, if I had a channel, I'd be like this. If I had a channel, I'd be like that. And you really don't know what you'll do or say and stuff, unless you do have a channel. I'm looking at my chat right now. He was his. Oh, I wanted to see what Be the Bean had out. Let me find it. I like Be the Bean. This is from Be the Bean right here. Yeah, I don't think you'd really know. You got to be really careful when you're just showing stuff on YouTube and you have your camera on. You got to be really, really careful.
Okay, crackin.
What in the world?
Yeah, Cam would be pretty messed up. It was wild. He would definitely be messed up. Very sad. Very, very sad. But people protected him. People protected him, right? He put out that little Zoe's picture and said it was Summer, and he was going to have a lady that babysit both Summer and Michael Vaughn. I don't know what he thought a lot of times. Hey, Sassy Ann. Yeah, you do have to put your children first. Absolutely. You definitely got to put your children first. I mean, but like with me and a lot of my subscribers, we're older. Our children are all older. Amy Lou. Do you want Crafting to drop her email and you guys can talk behind the scenes? It's okay by me. Cash App. You think it was about the Cash App, Kim? Oh, I know what I seen in, because I was really hoping AB's chat would be up with his live. I don't know if it is or not. I don't know if it is or not. I really wanted to go over that. It was so interesting what some of the people were saying in AB's chat. I thought that was cool, but it's For some reason, it's not, his chat's not coming up like I thought that it would, for sure. But the thing about it is, you guys, when you're on YouTube, everybody's going to watch every little thing you do wrong. Bye, squirrely girl. Have a great day. It's just sad, these kids. It's sad what the kids are going through, not necessarily the what's up, Annabella? You got some questions, Annabella? So anyhow, I seen a comment. There were some comments about Carl that I thought were so funny. Keiko Carl. Yeah, it just takes a while, I think, for the chats to actually download. But oh yeah, I can get it. I got it, yay. Okay. So anywho, let me come back to see if I can find it. But anyhow, somebody in that chat said something about that's fine, Amy Lou. I don't think it was questioned. Hey, Nana for life. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you a lot. They both have the same charges. Guess who talked to Cam's mother and is going live tonight? One guess. Who, Lisa? Share. That's, I will say this. That is not a good idea on Cam's mother's part. I don't think that's a good idea to do that, to be honest. No one chooses to be on drugs. Well, I hope they get help too. I hope they get help too. For sure. But there were a couple things in AB's chat that I found so interesting. And I'm going to see if I can find it. Lip lock. It was so funny when he said that about you. I about fell out of my chair when he made that comment about you sleeping with everybody or something. It was so freaking funny. It was funny. But Carl, Keiko Carl, you can't say anything about him, or he tries to turn you in to the biggest. It's like if you say something bad about Carl, then he's going to basically put you at the head of a mafia organization, right? Lisa, say who it is. Say who it is. Because I said who it was, and they want you to put it in chat. So anyhow, so Carl decides, because his name's being mentioned, that he's going to go into AB's chat, right? It does. Yeah, I'm not judging him either. I just think people on YouTube has to be very, very careful about how they put their life out there for everyone to see it, right? You got to be careful. I mean, I'm older. I leave my camera on a lot. I smoke cigarettes. And that's bad for me, and I wish that, you know, I could stop. It's an addiction I have, and I don't like to have it, but I do. But you're not going to have everybody who likes you on YouTube at all. And so, and like I said, Carl went after Benny Keys in the very beginning of Summer's case and talked about his pan tattoo and Benny and children and you know, all these other people and stuff. And now guess who's buddies? Benny and Carl. I do not believe that Benny Keys will be off of YouTube for very long if he goes off of YouTube. And the thing about it is, how can you sit and talk about other people on YouTube sucking when you said the most horrendous things about people? You went after people real life, Benny, real life. I don't understand that. Well, of course, the children are the victims. The children's are yeah. But I'm just saying, it's not some other guy. It's what they've done themselves. It's what they've done themselves. And they can let us know how they feel about it on YouTube. We can pull up the charges and show all of that, right? But do we really know for a fact what's going on behind the scenes? And I will say this again, some people's not going to agree with me. I do not think that it's a good idea for the grandmother who has those children right now to go on a YouTube channel and speak about things, especially when the courts are still involved. I don't know, you guys. I don't think it's a good idea. Will I watch it? Absolutely. I'll watch it if she's going to be on there. You know, they weren't embarrassed about it. Well, I don't know, Kim, if they were embarrassed or not, because I haven't seen them do a live where they've talked about it. It's just been them commenting on their comment post. BK knew about Carl before most of us even listened or watched him. I watched one live, not even the whole thing. It has been brought up that I've been working. Oh my gosh. Seriously. I'm just looking for the comments. I wish I'd have had time to do this before I came live. But I had a date with somebody named James. If you want to know who my date was, feel free to go back to an earlier live that I did today. And check it out. For sure. Check it out. But Green Eyes made a comment, and he said, I don't know if Green Eyes is a male or female, but Green Eyes was like, Carl must have called Green Eyes a racist or something. And Green Eyes was like, I'm not a racist. I have a Siamese cat, looks just like you or something. It was funny. So I apologize that I'm not with it on my content this morning. I totally got thrown off of it. Oh my goodness. I didn't want to show AB's whole live because you guys should go over and watch it. AB, man, he's so good. He's got some really good content. But there was some really funny stuff being said about Carl in content. Somebody thinks Tiffany Marie is playing dudes. Oh, he must be talking about Tiffany Marie there. Okay, I may have to do this another time and go back and look. And because it was rather amusing what people were saying, so. But Carl, I don't know why Carl acts like that nobody should have the right to say anything about him after he has said some. And go watch Trader. I know Trader's on it. I don't know who the other woman is that Traders did a live with, but they talk about some of the stuff that Carl has done on his channel and stuff. And it's very interesting, you guys, very interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know anything about it. I don't know if Cam's mom knows anything about YouTube or, but that's just how I felt personally. I mean, you guys think, think about it however you want. I don't know. I just don't think it's a good idea that she come on and talk about it. But like I said, I'm gonna be watching it. I'm gonna be watching it, Cher. I think it's probably gonna be very interesting. I was flabbergasted and refused to even continue the conversation in another chat after I stated how triggering it was for many subs and creators were emotionally manipulating them to listen. I know. That's what I'm looking for, all the funny shit you said about him, Lip Lock. Because as I was listening, I was watching chat. And it was freaking hilarious. It was funny. A lot of shit that was said. I may be flipping through too much. But I will be glad to go back through and pick out exactly the ones I was talking about. Because I think I'm kind of going through it too fast. So, yes, I apologize, you guys. I should have been more on top of my game this morning. But James, I had an argument with James, and it upset me so bad that it took up quite a while of my time. And but yes, I'm going to do that because it was very interesting. Very interesting. I unsubbed and will continue to pray for everything. Look, I pray for everybody. I do. I pray for, my eyes are bothering me this morning too. I pray for everybody. And I'm not putting, I am not putting Cam nor Aly down for having addictions. We all have addictions in some form. Cam never hid the fact that he had I had hoped to come back and chatty, but I'm too stoned. You're okay, Lip Locked. You're all right. Oh, Kim, I've got the gum. I've got the patches. I got all that stuff. I just, believe it or not, there's times when, then go eat blue-eyed dumplings if you're hungry. Go flip and eat. Nobody's telling you can't go eat. That's crazy. Me neither, S. I can see, look, when you're put on the spot and you feel like that you have to defend yourself against what people are saying, you're going to do that. You're going to do that. You're going to try to defend yourself in some form, you know. And these are some pretty serious charges that's been filed against him. And I will look into it more and see if because the incident happened in August, right? The incident happened in August. But I don't understand. I mean, they must have not have been making enough off of YouTube to be able to pay their rent and stuff if they got evicted. Oh, Sassy, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. But we don't know, Kay, we don't know exactly why he was charged with that. Also, it stated that the house was not fit to live in. Now, we're talking about two adults who, when their children were gone, right? Lip Black, we know you love your old man. We know what you're doing when you're driving around and you pull over. When you pull over out back in that old country road there in Arkansas, we know what you're doing. Well, yeah, I mean, these are two people that were going up to the Wells property who were at times helping them with their home and other things. And now there's a statement that their home wasn't fit to live in. Make that make sense? Well, Crafting, unfortunately, many people on YouTube are given money. And once you give your money to somebody, you cannot decide where they're going to spend it at all. I don't think people who were giving them money really cared about where they were spending the money. I think it happened in July because we're taking in August by Cam's mom. They were charged on September. Yeah, I mean, the charges didn't even come until September. So what did the kids say to CPS? Right? If they weren't charged until September, then I don't know. I mean, we can guess all we want to. All I know is we have the facts on the arrest and things like that. So I don't know. It'd be interesting if Cher does talk with his mom. It'd be interesting to see what she says. But I want you guys to remember that I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. But people will give them money, Sassy Ann. We don't know if they need rehab. I mean, seriously, we don't know what they need. We don't have any idea of what these people need. I mean, how do we know the kids weren't in school? Me neither, Lip Lock. I mean, girl, we're like sisters. I think our brains are, intertwined in the galaxy because we have a lot of the same opinions. And especially now, I just don't think it's a good idea. But I'm not his mom, and You know, I'm not Cher, so I mean, like I said, I'll definitely watch it. I will definitely watch it, but it's sad. It's very sad. Kim, we don't know that the kids were not in school. We don't know that. We don't know anything. We won't know anything until Cher does the interview tonight. And the thing, there's two sides to every story, and then there's the truth. So we got to remember that if Cam's mom is coming on YouTube to talk about her son and his wife and the children, I mean, well, this is the thing about it. Any YouTube creator, it doesn't matter what genre you're in. If you get charged with anything, it's going to be put all over YouTube. It's going to be put all over YouTube. Because every YouTube creator has their haters, right? Has people who don't like them. So what are they going to do? They're going to make sure they highlight the situation and they are going to put it out there. Yeah, there was summer vacation. I don't know in that state when the kids went back to school. We can't say the kids weren't in school. Just because they didn't have a home to live in doesn't mean they weren't in school or that they were being homeschooled. We don't know that. So, that, really shouldn't be put out there as a fact. Another thing that got me, that I seen in AB's chat that really got me was someone made the comment that Cher wasn't working anymore, right? Didn't really bother me. I thought, okay, well, if you want to make that a big deal, then make it a big deal. What got me was when they also put in comments, yeah, she quit work because she wants to be on YouTube full time to defend Don Wells. And I was like, what? What? That's why I always say, if something's in your opinion, put in your opinion. Because I know for a fact that ain't fucking true. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Cher was on my channel when she talked about her husband who has MS, if I'm not mistaken, and how she really wanted to help him with what he did for work. And then also be on YouTube. It didn't have shit to do with Don Wells. Not shit to do with Don Wells. Okay? And I was like, that's the craziest thing I've heard somebody say. And I thought, why would... And it was just the way they put it out there in the chat, like it was a fact that, oh yeah, she's not working anymore and making money to benefit her and Mark and the girls, right? She's not doing that. She's just stopping working and making an income altogether to defend Don Wells. And I'm sorry, but that's not why. Okay? That's not why. So Kim, you can homeschool children. And they could have still used their old address. I agree, Liplock. Let's just pray for them. Because it's about to get worse. It's about to get worse. She was working, Kim. But she was on my channel when she talked about not working and that she was only working part-time and that I call him her husband. Her husband was working and you know, even with his condition, and she was helping him, you know, it didn't have nothing to do with Dawn. Well, I hope that everything works out for them. I really do. I honestly do. But you know, I'm really big on misinformation being put out, no matter who it's about or what it's about. That's right, Liplock. It's going to be a 3-ring shit show before it's done. Absolutely. Because we're definitely going to hear, I can guarantee you, we're going to hear exactly why they were charged with whatever they were charged with. I'm sure it's going to be said. But when people don't like you on YouTube and something bad happens to you, oh Lord, you know, it's going to be put out there, and that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. That's why I try not to fight with these fucking people on YouTube. Because it'd just keep going and going and going and going. It's never ending. The fucking arguments are never ending. So, I mean, I told knowledge is power. She's more than welcome to come over here and ask me whatever the fuck I supposedly said. You want to put it in my comments? Come over here and ask me. Tell me what I said. Don't leave it in my fucking comments. Come over here and tell me what I fucking said. I'll tell you if I said it or not. But I don't know because I've never talked shit about her at all. I said what I said about the H situation. But like I said about that, why would I give a fuck in the long run about that when obviously her and Andrew made up? She's over there and he's chatting shit. So I used to pop into Andrew's chat, but I'm not going to do that anymore. Andrew, I'm still watching you off and on, but I will not come into your fucking chat, you know, just to be fucking blocked. Because that's exactly what happened. I'll get fucking blocked. I don't know that now. So. But I'm still watching Andrew. I don't feed into it, Kim. Are you kidding? I've been called a dirty fucking bitch and everything else by people who don't even know me. That think they fucking know me, and, you know, I don't care. I really don't care. Well, you never know, Carol. You know, if it involves children, Carol, they're not gonna let anybody in the court. They're not gonna let anybody in court on a juvenile case. And if they do, shame on them. Shame on them. Let me see what else I wanted to go over a little bit. James, you threw me off, James. Oh, thank you, Kim. James threw me off today. Like I said, anybody who wants to know who James is, please go back and watch the hour live I did earlier. James, I want to tell you right. You know what was so funny? Because I was telling James, oh, I've got a subscriber and her name's Flies on the Coastlaw. What do you think about that? I basically was telling the guy, dude, you're fucking Looney Tune. And he still kept, baby, I love you, baby. I love you, baby. All right, this, Lord, how do I want to do this? Okay, this is something I'm going to keep an eye on, and I'm going to go ahead and start with you guys. Just because I've been praying for this little girl. And I kind of hate to talk about this because I'm, been talking about little other shit. But let me go ahead and tell you guys who I'm going to be following this case. And this was from yesterday. There's an Amber Alert active in New York. So please, we're definitely going to be praying for this little girl's family. Oh, no, Sassy. I wasn't uncalm. I was just messing with him. He didn't make me mad at all. It was kind of fun, actually. Don't come at me, but who the hell is James? Why would I come at you, Carol? James is a scammer that I talked to this morning. And while I was talking to him, I decided to live stream it. That's all it is.
From law enforcement, including the FBI. On a picture-perfect fall day here in upstate New York, Charlotte Cena's family and friends gathered for a weekend of friendship and food and enjoying one of the last few days of good weather. They came here to just have an ordinary time. The kids could have a chance to be in nature.
Exactly, exploited innocence. I agree with you 100%. People are upset due to the fact they were advocating for summer as a creator, accepting money for finding help in housing kids, etc. Now finding out about child neglect charges were hypersensitive. Absolutely. None of us creators came to YouTube for self-help or broadcast our lives. We had an intent to be here. It's not meant to make anyone vulnerable. Well, let me finish this real quick because I want you guys to know about this.
Have a chance to be kids. And they came to this beautiful scenic state park, Rose State Park, literally 15 minutes from where Charlotte and her two sisters were raised. They rode bikes around the loop road we see. They camped, they cooked out, and they're here to make memories, the kind that last a lifetime. But instead, the day turned into every parent's nightmare. I just met with Charlotte's parents, David and Tricia, obviously distraught.
Sorry,
what if you
guys,
could make
commercial.
a couple extra thousand?
I apologize.
And as a mother and as a grandmother, I cannot imagine the pain they're going through. They shared with me how joyful their little girl is. A fourth grader just recently elected to be a class officer for student council. And everybody thought of her as just a really nice girl, the kind that people wanted to be friends with, the kind that looked out for other children, the pride of every parent.
No, Divine, you're fine, honey. You're fine. I was just thinking about what your. I was just reading your statement. I understand what you're. I understand what you're saying. That you know, we definitely shouldn't be each other's targets on YouTube. Absolutely. This is a case that I'm gonna actually be following, you guys. So, um, you know, I'm just showing you this to kind of give you an idea. Um, so yeah, there are reasons why things need to be addressed. Absolutely. So I just want to give you an idea of this little girl who's in my prayers and many other prayers, just to give you a idea of who the little girl is. And so it's fucking sad. It's fucking sad. And this is the thing, whether you're a child who has been taken against your will, or YouTubers' children who are taken because of, you know, nefarious shit that their parents may be doing on YouTube. Um, when does it become about the children? When does it become about the children and not trying to one up each other on YouTube and and trying to damage people's reputations um, for their what gain? What gain is it? I don't understand. What's the gain here?
So it's a very hard time for her family.
She was 9.
I'll go through the circumstances of her disappearance, and we'll have representation from law enforcement talk about the search. Charlotte was camping with her family here in Moreau State Park. Last evening, she went out on a bike ride. It wasn't dark. It was right around dinner time, and did a couple of loops with close friends she considers her cousins. And then she decided, after going around Troop A, she said she just wanted to go around one more time by herself. Be that big girl, do it by herself. Literally 15 minutes later, she hadn't come back yet. And that's really when the nightmare begins. Her parents knew immediately something was up. They called her name. People started searching. People from other campgrounds joined. And 30 minutes later, at 6:47, Charlotte's mother, Tricia, called 911. The scene was chaotic. People leaving their food, leaving their tables, just everyone in search, calling the name Charlotte. Charlotte. By 7 p.m., the state police were on site. And for the last 18 hours, 18 plus hours, teams from the New York State Police, dogs, aviation, our bloodhounds are here. The sword operators, our special response teams are on site. New York State Park Police, forest rangers, underwater rescue teams.
Thank you, Carol.
And drones. We brought in technology experts also to analyze other forms of communications in the park at that time. A command post has been established at the state park right behind us. And additional search teams were deployed this morning. Right now, there's over 100 personnel deployed, 75 law enforcement on the ground, the 2 drones, an airboat, search team, 6 underwater rescue teams, another boat that has sonar. We also have the Schenectady Fire Office here assisting with the search, given that Charlene is the niece of one of the members of the Schenectady Fire Department. We are leaving no stone, no branch, no table, no cabin unturned, untouched, unexamined in our search to find Charlotte. We'll keep the members of the public updated. I promised her parents we'll find her daughter. She's all of our daughters. Their family needs love. They need prayers. And if you know anything, if you've seen anything, you hear anything, please contact 911 to tell us what you know and what you may contribute to the search for this little girl. Hearts are broken here today in New York. Hopefully there'll be a reunion. Hopefully there'll be a family that has been traumatized but is reunited. That is our prayer and our hope at this time. With that, let me bring up Lieutenant Colonel Richard Mazzone to follow up on our continuing search for Charlotte.
Thank you, Governor. Good afternoon. I am Lieutenant Colonel Richard Mazzone, Assistant Deputy Superintendent of the New York State Police Uniform Force. Shortly before 7 p.m. last night, State Police responded to Moreau State Park in the town of Moreau for a report of a missing 9-year-old female identified as Charlotte E. Sena of Greenfield, New York. Charlotte was last seen at approximately 6:15 p.m. riding her bike in Loop A of the park. At approximately 6:45 p.m., Charlotte's bike was located in Loop A, and at 6:47 p.m., Charlotte's mom, Tricia, called 911 to report the child missing. A command center was subsequently established at the Moreau State Park office, and search teams were deployed, which consisted of New York State Police uniformed troopers, State Police Special Operations Response Team, New York State Park Police, Forest Rangers, and our unmanned aerial systems, underwater recovery team, aviation, and canine, as well as several civilian volunteers. A missing child alert was issued last night, and search efforts continued throughout the night. In addition to our massive search efforts, our Bureau of Criminal Investigation has been conducting interviews with those in the park and around the region, as well as pursuing all investigative leads. Additional search teams were deployed this morning, and an Amber Alert was issued at 9:35 a.m. this morning. I want to thank our state police members, our park police and forest rangers, and all of our law enforcement and community partners for the commitment and efforts to find Charlotte. We continue to dedicate all resources that we can to find Charlotte and bring her home safely.
Definitely, you guys, tomorrow I will be putting out a lot more information about this case tomorrow. I want to make sure when I put out information about Charlotte that the information that I'm putting out is correct. No misinformation. You know, let's do right by these kids. Let's do right by these kids. I'm sure every nook and cranny of these parents' lives are going to be looked through with a fine-tooth comb, okay? I'm sure. But the area where she was taken,
Charlotte E. Sena is a 9-year-old white female with long blonde hair, is approximately 5 foot 1 inch in height, and weighs about 90 pounds. She was last seen wearing an orange tie-dye Pokemon shirt, dark blue pants, black Crocs, and a gray bike helmet. Members of the State Police Wilton BCI will be leading this investigation, and anyone with any information is asked to call the New York State Police at 518-477-9333 or call 911. Any updates will be posted to the State Police newsroom at nyspnews.com. Thank you. If there are any questions, I'll take them at this time. Well, following our exhaustive search of the park, we took that step of issuing the Amber Alert because we felt that after that exhaustive search, when we couldn't find her here, it was quite possible that an abduction had taken place.
we can look at Summer's case and understand exactly that happening with Summer's case also, right? Yeah, I mean, absolutely divine. But when you're out and you're camping with your family and you're having fun, the last thing that a lot of people are going to think is that something's going to happen. People, the reason Hawkins County wouldn't just let the anybody search for Summer, Sassy, is because of the region, the mountainous region, the conditions in the area And the searchers were all tracked. They knew exactly what area each of the search group was in. And just like Ronnie Lawson said, we don't want to have to also go try to find someone else, who's went out on their own and searching for Summer. It was the area and the conditions and things like that. That's the only reason they weren't just letting everyone go out there and look. There wasn't nothing nefarious behind it. So
I was just wondering in terms of how much of the park has been covered so far. Where exactly?
Theta.
Well, certainly we started at the area that she was last seen, and over the course of the last 18 hours, we've conducted an exhaustive search of the park. We've been checking the waterways. As I mentioned, we have our drones and aviation assets looking from above while our teams are on the ground. We had a bloodhound assigned to this area, several other canines. So I feel confident at this point. We've conducted a search of this park, and we're going to continue with that while we also search every other avenue. Certainly that possibility exists, yes. Well, I really don't want to get into the cameras and the technological aspects of our investigation and our search at this time, but I can assure you, as the governor mentioned, that we are doing everything we can to reunite Charlotte with her family.
All right, thanks everybody.
Okay, I'm going to end that right there. I'm going to stop that right there. This is a very, very sad case, and I get why a lot of people are questioning, like, why would you let a child go ride her bike by herself? They didn't know she would be a target, Kim. They did not know that this little girl was going to be a target, or believe in their heart that something was going to happen to her. That is, you need to put, in my opinion, Kim, you need to start putting in my opinion, because you're stating a lot of things there that, I mean, you have to look at the big picture and realize that these parents didn't let her go ride her bike by herself because they thought something was going to happen to her. I mean, seriously, come on. In New York, Sassy. Thank you, Miss Justice. Morrow Lake State Park, New York. Obviously, they thought, I agree. Some people don't think like others. Maybe they had been to that park many times before. I don't know. I'll talk about tomorrow when I, get more into it. Look at Morgan next case. She came up missing out of a ballpark, and she was with another child. Absolutely. Even if she did the approval from her parents, I will not victim blame. Thank you, Exploited. She was 9. I mean, and people don't all think alike. Obviously, it was an area where they felt comfortable. And we all don't think alike, right? We all don't think alike. There's many people who go to a mall and their 9, 10-year-old granddaughter's like, hey, I want to go over. I'll be right over here. I want to check this out. People, not everybody thinks like we do in true crime, or people who are researching trafficking and things like that. Some people don't have that thought in their head every time. They don't. Exactly, wee Scottish mom. I mean, I'll go through it a lot more tomorrow. But yes. Well, good, Kim. I'm glad that would be your motherly instinct, but that doesn't mean that just because they let her go ride her bike one last time, that, you know, that doesn't make her mother a bad mother. It doesn't make her mother a bad mother. Do you honestly think that if that mother thought in her mind that something was going to happen to her daughter, that she would have let her go? People don't think the same. People don't think the same. If you're in a campground area with your children and everybody's having a good time, they probably did not even fathom that she wouldn't come around that circle and be right back. Oh, I couldn't imagine exploited. I really couldn't. What the fuck, Kim? Are you serious? Yeah, I figured they'd probably know that by now, Kim. Jeez. You are uh wow. Wow. No shit. Now they know they should have been with her. That's a good deduction. Yeah, being left alone, it did open up the opportunity for something to happen. And, you know, some of us, I don't think anyone's looking at the parents. What? If she would have thought that way, her daughter would be missing? What? Wow, Kim, you're not a very empathetic or sympathetic person, are you? How many people turn their back for a second at a grocery store? Exactly, H or S. Hagen. I call you S, if that's okay. And you're putting LOL in with that, so that's funny. Kim, that's funny. Kim, I'm sorry. I don't think you're a good fit for my channel. I don't think you're a good fit for my channel. I usually really don't do this, but you probably fit in somewhere better than my channel. So I apologize and good luck to you on your future endeavors because the shit ain't funny. Goodbye, Kim. If anybody has a problem with me blocking Kim from my channel, please feel free to follow her. I don't think the fucking shit's funny. I don't. I think that she's a very small-minded person, and I don't need somebody like that on my channel. Hey, Rhiannon, I'm sorry I have to say something. I live close to this case. It was a campground where families were camping, not someplace crowded with strangers. Not someplace crowded with strangers. It was not a very large area either. Thank you. Thank you, Rhiannon, for coming in and saying that. You cannot live your life in a box afraid of what is around the corner. Yeah, I apologize, you guys. I don't think that what she was saying was funny. And I'm sorry. I just don't need that on my channel. If she was targeted, it would have happened regardless. helicopter mom or not. Absolutely. And we don't know if anybody was sitting and watching them. Okay? We don't. You're very welcome, exploited innocence, because you know it's my channel and I'm not going to sit on my hands. Absolutely. So good luck to her. You wasn't being rude, Teresa. I don't know. I'd never even really seen her on this channel before anyway. But yeah, to take something like that and think that your little freaking comments were funny, fuck that. Stay away from over here. Yeah, there's been children who've been taken from a tent. From a tent. I mean, we take kids to the park to have fun, not sit by our sides. Well, and the thing about it is, she had been riding around with her cousins. Do you think, honestly, that if one of her cousins would have been by themselves, that the possibility that they wouldn't have been taken? We don't know. It is sad, Suzette. Our world is a fucked up world, you guys. It really is. Are you, I remember years and years ago when there was a baby taken from a tent, and they were saying that a Wendigo took it, which is like a, I don't know, a coyote or some type of dog or something. We Scottish Mom, there is. I'm going to go over it tomorrow, but I want to make sure that I get the. I don't want to put misinformation out about this little girl. Thank you, a dingo, Danny. A dingo. I don't know where I got a fucking Wendigo. Those are like, I don't know, a totally different animal. So thank you for that. Cam Letty hangs out and chats while people are talking about me, and now she sits in chat laughing about. Yeah, I didn't find her fucking amusing. I don't need people like that over here when we're talking about any missing child. The shit wasn't funny. I didn't find it funny, and she had to go. I don't want her back over here. I really don't. That's just me. It's my channel. You guys know that I don't really make people leave my channel or anything like that. But to be laughing about something like that, that's disgusting to me. So that's right, Blue Eyes. It's not a laughing matter. Thank you, Queen of Hearts, for coming in. I appreciate you coming in. To me, it's an area these things just don't happen. They have, I suppose, but decades ago. And that's the weird thing about it, you guys, because there's been many, many instances that children are just out playing. They'll be camping and they'll just be out playing, and they'll just disappear. What was the little boy's name? Do you guys remember the little boy's name? It's on the tip of my tongue, and I'm trying to remember the little boy's name that the parents went fishing and stuff, and the little boy wanted to go back with his grandpa or something, and he disappeared, and they never did find him. Did the campground have cameras? They did, Susan, and I promise you that's one of the things I'll go over tomorrow, because they stated that they really didn't want to, Dior, thank you, Danny. They really didn't want to get into, what they had as far as digital evidence and things like that. I was lost in a huge city when I was 6 in Rio. Wow, Divine. I bet that was so scary. Yes, Koontz. Thank you, Divine. Hey, Alana. Or Alana, however you want to say it. Yeah, he was just a little fella, wasn't he? Oh, your laptop's in the shop? I'm going to drop a link. Whoever wants to come up, feel free to come up. I'm not going to stay on here for very, very much longer. And like I said, if you guys want a good laugh, go to my earlier live this morning, where my boyfriend James called and we had an interesting conversation. Feel free to go watch it. I needed a good laugh, so thank you, James, for giving me a good laugh. But there's the link if anybody wants to take it. But yeah, when people are talking about missing children, it's not funny. It's not. And like I said, we've got to think also. I don't want to use Cam and Aly as poster parents for things that happen, right? Or as an example, because everything that they did was more public. There's many, many, many families that things are happening that we don't know about because the parents aren't on YouTube. I lost my child in Walmart once. Oh my gosh. I would have flipped out. Hiding in the clothes rack. Kids do that. Kids do that when they're younger. Yes, they will hide in the clothes rack and be like, ha, I was hiding from you, Mommy. And Mommy's like, wow, I couldn't find you. Yeah, I can see, Alana, where you're coming from on that. It is very hard to follow cases like this. Absolutely. I wish we knew where Summer was, Eddie. Summer's case is totally different, almost in every way, than some of the child cases that missing children's cases that I've followed over the years. And when I came on to talk about, Summer's case and her missing, it wasn't, it was more to kind of go over my writings that I had written. And I still have a lot more that I want to go over. And as soon as Liplock gives me a thumbs up, we will definitely schedule another pulling our notes and see what we can come up with. There are things that she has notes on that I never heard or had no idea about, and I'm sure it's the same with me. We do, you know what? I guess us as YouTubers, it's very easy for us to try to discredit somebody or demean somebody, or, I don't get what the purpose and all that is. I really don't. Oh, the woman scared you, Danny, when you went missing at the flea market? I've talked about this before. I was at Kings Island, which is a place in Ohio. It's a big amusement park. And I was standing there with my son. He was little. He was probably maybe 5, 6 years old. And we were in an area where it was just lines and aisles and aisles of the games that adults would play. And we were sitting there, and he was right in front of me, and I just turned my head for 1 second, and he was gone. And I did not care that I was at Kings Island. I started screaming his name. And luckily, the only way that I seen him was because he was a toadhead. He had pure white hair, and I had a little white shirt on him, and luckily I seen him. And man, you want to talk about cry? I was petrified. Yeah, there's a lot of people who have empathic tendencies and feel what a lot of other people are feeling. Yes, absolutely. Summer's case is different from any other missing child case that I've ever followed. There's only one. If you guys have never followed the case of Haley Cummins, go check out that case. It's from quite a few years ago, but go check out the Haley Cummins case. And you don't necessarily have to be an empath to have feelings about, how things go. Well, yeah, it was a step parent that wasn't a step parent, and then the father married. You guys just go check out that case. It's the Haley Cummins case. It's really interesting. What's up, Lucy?
Not much, honey. What are you doing?
Oh, just hanging. James ruined my whole vibe for the day. I really had some things I really wanted to go over. And then after James, I was like, where the fuck do I go from there? Yep, James got to run for his money, didn't he?
Yeah, I turned on YouTube and you were talking to somebody. I was like, what the hell?
It was funny because I went live just immediately. And even people who were coming in, they were like, what are you doing? And then after a few minutes, they realized what was going on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that guy was so stupid. I was telling him stuff like, I was telling him, you're fucked up. Why would you taking money from an old lady and all this other stuff? And he was like, baby, I love you, baby. I'm sorry. And I was like, you apologize right now. And he was like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
I can't believe he called and texted you back that many times.
Yeah, he kept, he would text me back. And even before I could text him to say anything, he was calling me. I'm like, you're a freaking weird ass.
He's like, go to Walmart and get
For
me some
sure.
iTunes cards.
Right. Like I was going to, I thought it was funny when I was like, well, you know what? I like to go to Wally Mart. Have you ever rode on one of them scooters before? It was so funny. It was so funny. I needed that laugh. I couldn't help it. I was cracking the fuck up.
I mess with them too like that sometimes. You got to. It breaks up the monotony.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Even though it put a wacko in my day, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
I wonder if he'll call you back.
I don't have a clue. I didn't block him, but I was going to go in and block that number. I just hadn't had time.
That number's probably spoofed anyway.
Danny said I liked it when he said, like, wait, what? And I was like, I've got a subscriber named Wait What? Wait, what? And I was saying things to him like, if he would have been listening to what I was saying, he would have had to have known that I had a channel or something, because I was, even though I didn't have 500 people listening, I was like, man, the 500 people listening to us right now. And it was like he was not hearing anything that I said. So that was hilarious.
He just wanted your money.
That was all he wanted, was that $500. And then I was like, do you need some new clothes too? $500 ain't nothing. Do you need some new clothes too? Pearl said, I liked when you said you peed on the phone. Yeah. I was like, man, I had to have you with me. I took you to the bathroom and I peed on the phone. What do I do? And he was like, take a picture of the card. And I was like, was pee on the phone? Are you kidding? We're almost there, aren't we, Eve? 979.
Yay.
We are almost there. We'll get
Almost
there, you
there.
guys. We'll get there. We
You'll
will
be there
get
in a couple
there.
of days.
Oh, maybe. It might take longer. I don't know. I just, I get sick of the freaking people talking shit and trying to call me out in comments like, what do you talking about me? And I'm like, I ain't never fucking said anything about you.
Yeah, I noticed.
None of my fucking, I haven't been privatizing my content. Go back and fucking listen to it before you try to come at me and say I'm saying any fucking thing.
Noticed that she didn't come in here to back up her words.
No, but I'm sure that I'll be shit talked about again, you know, for sure.
Well,
Fucking ridiculous.
they can shit talk all they want.
Yeah. I don't care. Just don't fucking talk shit about me if you're not going to come in. You know, I'm given the opportunity to come in and say what the fuck ever that you want to fucking say. But, you know, if you don't want to fucking do that, don't talk shit.
Right. Right.
No, life doesn't have to be about toxic drama. Absolutely not. Hey, Jackie, what you doing? But yeah, I'm excited because I want to go back through and AB's chat and find some of the comments people were making about Cake Hole Carl. Carl, I'm gonna tell you, Carl's fucked up to the point where, I mean, this dude, if you guys, I quit following him. Well, what he did to me was he played that recording of Candace talking to 911 where he said that she was saying that Dawn tried to R Summer. And
yes.
he was like, give me your opinion if that's what you hear or not. And so I went back and I listened to it. That's not what I heard.
I didn't hear that either.
And so I put in his comment, I was like, that's not what I heard. This is what I heard. Man, he attacked me like crazy. Pretty much told me I was an idiot and shit. And I'm like, whatever. Oh, gosh. Back a long time ago.
Back. Okay.
Yeah. We don't talk about people's channels over here, Alana. We don't.
We can name them. We just don't talk shit about them.
I've been on here long enough. I think I know, you know, I think I know what I can say and what I can't say. But the thing about it is, if I've ever said anything about fucking anybody, I'll say it to their face. I don't need to fucking hide what I say. I'm not in fucking kindergarten at all.
Some people, I swear.
Mm-hmm.
Got nothing better to do than want to try to start an argument.
I mean, why try to argue with me that you think innocent until proven guilty is somebody else? Because that's not my fight, and I don't care.
I mean, come on. The poor woman came on and showed her face on panel.
No, she said she will never believe it until she sees something side by side.
No,
thank you, God. Queen of Hearts. Wait a minute, and I'll tell you exactly, because
that's ridiculous.
I don't really pay attention to comments. Oh yeah, okay. She said, okay, wait, I gotta even find it because I don't pay no attention to that. Oh, until I see them side by side, I know what I know. Okay, what the fuck's that got to do with me? Just because I said some people should probably apologize to her you know, but that, hey, I ain't nobody's fucking mama. I can't smack anybody and
Right.
fucking say, you apologize. That ain't got nothing to do.
Jeez.
You know what, though? I didn't have to apologize. I didn't. Because that person comes into my chat and was always very respectable and respectable to everybody in my chat. So I didn't sit and waste my time wondering, who is this person really?
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry, I wasn't into it. So then I said, well, okay, then, not here or never have been here to change anyone's mind. It's not my fight for reals. Right?
Right.
So then she sends another comment, and why are you talking shit on me?
You're not.
And what the fuck did she want me to say? I'm not gonna go in my comments and say, oh, I never said anything about you. I wasn't talking about you. Fuck that. I'm not a child.
Mm-mm.
So I said, really? Why you coming in my comments talking smack? Oh, yeah, that's how y'all roll, right? And that is how they fucking do.
Yep.
They want to go in people's comments and fucking say a bunch of shit.
Yep.
And I said, going live soon, feel free to come over because you are wrong. And she is wrong. She is absolutely wrong.
And then what you hear? Crickets? Yep.
Nothing.
Crickets.
Fucking nothing. It's what I said. Before you come over, before you accuse fucking anybody of anything, go watch the shit yourself. Go watch what was said yourself instead of listening to fucking people in your ear. Oh my God, so and so said this about you. Go watch it yourself and then you make your own fucking decision if
Mm-hmm.
somebody was talking shit or not. Right? I guess, Jackie. I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. I never cared. I don't look, if people come in my chat and they're respectable to each other, that is my main thing, for my chat to be respectable to each other, be respectable about the content that I'm talking about. Um, you know, that is a big thing for me. Just be respectful to each other, be respectful in my chat, be respectful to my mods, especially Eve. Um, and that's, I don't question who people are. I mean, I do have to question sometimes because, like the one kid who supposedly was a younger kid and
Uh-huh.
things like that. Of course, you're going to have to question things like that. But other than that, so I mean, honestly, this is the truth too. When I seen Annabella come in my chat, you know what the first thing I thought was?
What?
Why'd they send you over here, Annabella?
Yeah.
That's the first thing I thought. And I hate to say that because I like Annabella, but I've told Annabella before, she has my phone number. If she wants to question, she can call me and talk to me personally. That I just feel that way. And I'm sorry, Annabella, if you didn't come over here to hear what Remain Calm was talking about. But there ain't nobody on the dumb stick on that one. You know what I'm saying? So
On the dumb stick. Love it.
yeah, on the fucking dumb stick. I appreciate everybody who has their own thoughts and opinions too. But of course, I don't even care to go on the defensive about bullshit like that. I really don't.
Right.
Makes me never fucking mind how people feel about me. I guess the thing that always gets me though is people who don't even know me or have never came to my channel, have never listened to fucking anything that I've said, want to voice their fucking opinions about shit. And it's like, what the fuck ever. Hang on, I don't know why puppy's barking. But I'll tell you what I thought was really weird. I'd seen Angel Talks Too Fast. She was doing a video about, people who had, thoughts of unaliving themselves and stuff like that. And I think that's a great, I think that's a topic that we all should take heed of, because we don't know what anybody's going through. Just because you see somebody's name in a chat or you see somebody up on a panel, the happiest people can be the most depressed people. And, a lot of times people don't share that on social media. It's something that they don't share. And you can call people names or say horrible things about them, and it can cause a lot of damage to that person. If you're not a strong-minded person, and somebody gets on there and calls you a fucking bitch, or whatever, if you're not a strong-minded person and that you're not about all that, you're a totally different person than what they're portraying you as, it can cause a lot of damage to somebody.
Yeah.
A lot. So
just like that stuff going around about me, that I'm not gonna lie, that hurts my feelings, because I know I'm not that type of person. I'm over it now, but still
but what about calling you a rogue mod?
Well, yeah, I'm thinking I'm involved in all that stuff, and I'm not. And I hate people that I'd hate that people think that way about me, but I've got to remind myself that I don't care what other people think.
Well, girl, you didn't get called the names I did. You got called a rogue mod. I think I got called basically a fucking, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you. I didn't watch it. That's the funny thing, too. Who wants to watch another creator call you every dirty name in the book?
Don't.
I never went back and watched. I don't even know why she put my name in the freaking comments or in the title. Because I've never talked to her. I've never, ever talked to her.
I don't know why she tagged my name either. It should have been that other chick that she tagged.
Well, no, and the whole thing was, the only reason she was even mentioned in them comments was because of that email.
Right.
An email. And, nobody knows who sent the fucking email, but that didn't really have anything to do with me.
Mm-mm.
But when you got somebody fucking getting on there and calling you trash and fucking stupid shit like that, it's like, find the fuck out who sent it. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
And this is the thing, too. I don't care who wants to come after me and say, well, I've got text and I've got recordings and stuff like that. You better believe that if you think that I'm talking to anybody on fucking YouTube, and that if I'm texting them people that I don't know, they're keeping the text and possibly recording everything I fucking say, I don't know. I don't know what to tell people.
And what's so sad is that a majority of these people that are like that, they record everything you say. They record every time you go live. They record all the comments. They record everything.
Yeah, that's sad that people would actually live their life by putting a fucking SD card. Every time I think of SD cards, I say SDA because of the fucking church.
Yeah.
And but who would want to live their life, because I'm sure they're not being paid for it, to try to keep every creator's content that they can keep, just to try to use it to start drama.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fucking get it. I don't get it.
Some people really love the drama, and it's sad when a creator uh, harps on no drama, no drama, but they're all about drama.
Yeah,
It's sad.
don't bully people while they're fucking bullying somebody right in front of your face.
Yeah, or creators that do a live stream about no bullying and all this stuff, and then the very next live they're bullying somebody.
I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. But you know what? I guess if you know, I really don't give them people my brain space. I really don't. I've had people email me and, oh, watch this, watch this, watch this. And I'm like, fucking why? Why would I want to waste my time of day and my brain space by listening to somebody call me fucking names that has never
Right,
once talked to me ever?
right.
And, I don't care what this person thinks that, these other creators who don't like me have talked about. Because let me tell you something. I know for a fact that one of the creators who like to run around and say they had a problem with me was still talking to me behind the fucking scenes.
Uh-huh.
And let me tell you, you don't know what the fuck they said about you, do they? I mean, seriously, if you want to really get into it, you don't know what the fuck that person has said about anybody.
Uh-huh. If they're going to talk behind the scenes about somebody, they're going to talk behind the scenes about you.
Exactly. That's the whole point of it. It's like, what the fuck ever. Whatever.
Yep.
I just don't buy into it at all.
Sometimes it gets hard, but yeah, you just
It
can't.
does get hard, but I had to get back to where, because I just always believe usually if somebody says something to me or says something about me, I usually set on it for a few days before I react,
Uh-huh.
to see whether it's even important enough to try to defend myself about it. And usually by the end of the first day, even, I'm like, what the fuck ever,
Uh-huh.
I'm just not buying into the bullshit. And so, yeah, I don't care what they say.
I like what Teresa just said. She said, I use my own judgment and decide to listen to who appeals to my level of thinking.
Exactly, Teresa.
There you go, girl.
Exactly.
Sound like PG. There you go.
But I mean, like with Cam and Aly, I think they set themselves up for this. They set their own selves up for this.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't some other fucking guy. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't anything but their own actions. And what I noticed with Cam especially, that a lot of his lives, even though he would put Summer's name in the description or whatever, it would immediately start out with him um trying to defend himself on what other creators were saying about him,
Uh-huh.
you know.
All the while trying to get his computer to work.
And that's why I kind of quit watching him, because I was like, I would start watching him thinking, okay, this is going to be a good live. And then after 25 minutes of him going hard on other creators for what they said about him or whatever, I'm like, this has nothing to do with Summer.
Uh-uh.
And so I would just turn him off.
Well, I wish both of them luck. I hope they get everything straightened and settled out. I hope they get their kids back. And
And this is what this is, this is what I'm going to say. We can't say their kids weren't in school. We can't say that. We don't know.
No.
There are many ways that you can homeschool children and not live in a house or an
Right.
apartment. There are many children who are homeschooled that do live in RV parks and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
It's a totally different world than when I was younger. There are many, many people, unfortunately, who are homeless with their children. And there are many, many organizations that try to help to keep those children educated and keep track of those children. It's very easy to lose track of children who are in a situation where they're actually homeless. I'm so glad you're talking about this. There is a YouTuber that I've reported for bullying and harassment many times. It doesn't do any good, but I have to try. Well, this is the thing, Rhiannon. I've never even turned that YouTuber in for bullying me. And what she has done is actually bullied me.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I don't think YouTube does much about it, And but I don't give a shit. I mean, if this is what I'm gonna say, if her subs and her members or what the fuck ever she has, I don't know, don't pay much attention to it. They like that and like someone who talks about or to someone
Uh-huh.
the way that they have. You know what? I don't know what to even say about that. It's disheartening to me. It's very disheartening to me.
Mhm.
But, hey, if that's what they like, that's what they like.
I mean, there's people that even egg it on.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up too. That's pretty fucked up too.
Yeah.
But I don't tell my people. I've never told you guys who to go watch or anything like that. The sad thing about this one person is I was actually, for a long time telling people to go watch her content.
Uh-huh. You were.
And then all of a sudden I was being fucking just, it was like fucking Satan was coming after me.
I know.
But I'm like, that's okay. I got my bitch be gone spray. I have my freaking, sage to burn, my fucking holy water and shit like that. So that keeps them people away from my channel, keeps them away from me. And I'm not stupid either. I've seen many of people that's come into my chat sometimes who are from that other channel or, a couple other channels who don't speak about me very well. And if the thing about it is, if some of those people I don't fucking worry about because I know that, they're not talking shit or anything behind the scenes. And then, other ones I have to take a step back and go, okay, wait a minute. Why are you really here?
Uh-huh.
Why are you really here?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you so much for coming into chat. I appreciate you. But when's it going to stop? When, the sad thing about it is if some creators see that they're getting more attention and recognition off of bullying somebody, they're going to keep doing it.
Uh-huh.
They're
will.
going to keep doing it.
Well, it brings in a lot of views.
It brings a whole lot of views. And I've said this before. When there's been any drama on my fucking channel, of course I'm going to privatize it just for the fact that I don't want my channel being built on drama.
Right.
I don't want it built on drama. And there's been a couple of my videos that we wasn't even really talking about the drama shit. But I was having to defend myself against these people who were coming at me that didn't even fucking know me.
Uh-huh.
And the views were fucking high. If I would have left up that shit, I probably would have got, just like with Prayer Garden, right? You know, and what happened with that? By the time that was done, there was like over 1,000 and something views on that. And I privatized it, not because it was a big fucking deal. Okay. I always still say I like Prayer Garden. I think she's really funny sometimes. And I just don't talk about her. I don't talk about her on my channel. But there was no way that I was going to leave that up and get the views on my channel just because it had a little bit of drama in it.
Uh-huh.
I don't want my channel to be built around drama at all. My panel, a lot of times I leave my panel, anybody in my chat, whoever says, drop me a link, I drop the link. I drop it. There's nothing to it. You take the link, you come up on my channel, and you say whatever you want.
Yes.
I've said that many times. I don't care if you want to come on my panel and call me a rock gut bitch, but the only thing you need to be prepared to is tell me why. Why? Rihanna said, no, they don't, but it's upsetting. Our youth has a big problem with it. Then we have so-called adults doing it on a public platform, bullying for a couple hours. The drama makes you nervous, Annabella? Yeah, that's the sad thing about it, Rihanna, because these people, they don't only do it for a couple hours. Some of these people will go on for hours and hours and hours, bashing the same person over and over and over again. And I think it's very disturbing. It's very disturbing. But if that's how they make their money or get all their views and stuff like that, hey, you know what? You can call me a dirty bitch anytime you want to, if that's the case. Hi, Auntie M. I don't mind the drama, but sometimes, yeah, it does get very, I don't know. I just don't really pay attention to it. Usually if I'm watching something that's drama, it's usually because I'm making fun of it. So, you know, I definitely love a good roast on somebody who's blowing somebody else shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, girl, you definitely don't, or guy, you definitely don't want people coming out and talking about you. That a lot of them are like that. They talk about everybody else, and a lot of times, you know, if you're running like Robin says, grind it into the ground. If you are continuously talking shit about somebody else, you know, you better believe somewhere in there somebody's going to start talking about you too. You know, bottom line to it.
Yep, that's usually how it works.
Bottom line to it.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I cannot see.
I'm just so glad I'm not associated with that crap anymore.
Well, the thing about it is, if a creator's got a problem with you, or you have a problem with a creator, I don't agree with other people attacking you also.
Well, you know,
Right?
I would actually would have rather emailed this certain creator, but I wasn't going to email because this creator reads all the emails, public or private, on the live stream, and I wasn't going to get roasted over that. So
Yeah, I
I
get it.
didn't take it to email. You know, that's just
I
nuts.
get it. But, you know, like that whole situation, you know, I don't know why I was fucking called out. I really don't.
Probably guilty by association. That's the only thing I can think.
Well, that was the only thing I could think too. And like I said, it, you know, that whole
Or
situation when you were,
jealousy.
when you're talking about what was done, and I'm not going to name the creator, but you know what was done to the creator by a couple of her mods or one of her mods or whatever, I totally got why she was fucking pissed. I
Yeah.
totally got it. And you know, things happened, and I was like, well, wait a fucking minute, you know, why is this going on, and why is this going on, and why is this going on? So,
Yeah.
but I'm just to the point where, you know, I don't give a fuck why anybody wants to come at me. I really don't. But if you're gonna come at me over something that I said, come to me with what I fucking said, because if I said it, I will tell you I said it. Or if someone says, remain calm said this on her fucking live, none of my lives have been privated. They're all fucking there. Find where I said something and then come back to me with it.
Uh-huh.
You know, because this little whispering in people's ears, it just causes a bunch of fucking chaos bullshit,
Hey, Chloe Jade.
you know. So, but like Auntie M and Suzette, and I think Chloe too, there's a lot of people who's been coming into my chat or has been, that I met them over on Nana's Angels. And that was right when she started covering Summer Wells.
Uh-huh.
So a lot of these people I've seen around for a long time, a long time. And so and that's like Robin. You know, I knew Robin from Nana. So
Yeah.
hey,
a lot of
Lisa A.
people-
Hey, Suzanne, or Susan, I should say.
Susan.
Well, and that's the thing that gets me too. You know, when Nana passed away, all of a sudden, all these creators were saying this and saying that, and these people did this to her, and these people did that to her. And, you know, a lot of those people, whether they want to believe it or not, yes, Nana was a certain type of person on her channel. And like I said, if someone talks shit about you, don't think that don't think that somebody who runs around YouTube talking shit about people behind the scenes ain't talking about you. You know what I'm saying?
Because they
But
definitely are.
I'm not gonna put out texts and stuff that I have. Why do I'm not into hurting other people's feelings over shit like that. Robin said the real drama shit needs to stop. A lot forget what this is all about. Summer, Moon, Utah Wells. This is not drama. A crime has occurred. That is what is called true crime, not true drama. But Robin, don't forget, all of a sudden, they start calling their channels crama channels. Crime and drama. Crama channels is what a lot of these people start calling their channels. So that way, when they did talk about the drama, nobody could say, okay, well, you said it was about summer and now you're talking about drama, because they invented crama.
Didn't Ziggy have that on her channel for a while?
Yeah.
She
Yeah, she did. It's very disturbing to sit there. Okay, wait a minute. Let me back that up a little bit. It's very disturbing to sit there and make fun of cancer and a scar and vocal problems from the cancer. Just really made me physically sick. I don't care if you like that person or not. You know what? I agree with you, Rihanna, and this is what I'm going to say. And I've said this for a long time. I know that there were a lot of people who dogged on Jody Sue for her voice and different things that were going on with her. And that's one thing I never did, because she had cancer. She had thyroid cancer. And of course it affected her voice. Of course it did. And not that I'm defending her on her actions because, I feel a certain way about her. But when you take thyroid medicine and, she was having to take different medicines all the time. They had to try to um, medicinally get her hormones right. I would not want to live. I would not want to live that. I would not wish that on my worst enemy. To have to live every day with trying to get your hormones straightened out and your thyroid. Yeah, yeah. That's one thing I never ever talked about with Jody Sue was that. So, and I agree with you, Chloe. Don Wells and Candace Wells, any channel that has let these people come into their life has turned into the biggest shit show I've ever seen. Biggest shit show.
Yeah.
It's very sad. Very, very sad. But yeah, I don't, believe me. I don't. That is the thing with Roe. I never said anything about her. I know I know exactly what she's talking about too. Somebody went back. Remember when I was talking about telling Innocent that if she's looking for a apology from a certain creator, that person would probably run over her dog and not apologize for it.
Yes.
Then somebody in chat mentioned Roe, and I was like, Roe, I wasn't talking about Roe. I wasn't talking about knowledge with power. So somebody probably ran back and said, oh, Remain Calm said this about you. And I was like, I wasn't talking about you when I said that. And I wasn't. So, but that's how people spread misinformation and stuff. I mean, it's out there. They can go fucking watch it. She can have somebody go watch it for her. I mean, there's a lot of people like that who, will go watch something. The only time I ever watch anything drama is when somebody gets a hold of me and they're like, look, I'm hearing from other people that this person was speaking unkindly about me or something like that. And I'll say, okay, where was it? Let me go back and listen to it. And most cases, I go back and tell the person, no, they wasn't. So, I mean, that's happened a couple times. And I'm like, they wasn't saying what you're being told that they said. And I think that's just very, very important. Teresa said, I yelled. I'm chill now. Oh my gosh. I was actually caught myself hollering at James. James. I think that was the most funnest live I've ever
I
done.
loved it when you started singing to him.
Oh yeah. Did you hear him singing to me?
No, I didn't.
You didn't hear the song he was singing to me? Oh, I can't remember what it was.
Came in. You were. I came in probably 20 minutes into your live.
Oh my God. I really didn't know it was going to go that direction.
I didn't
think that
long.
I figured he would have hung up on me. I mean, I was singing shit like James walking down the street and taking women for their money. The stuff I was saying to him, common sense would have said, this woman knows I'm a scammer.
Yeah.
And it still didn't faze him a bit. Did not faze him a bit. I was like, oh my God, James, are you kidding? Well, I'm sorry you had to go through that, Rhiannon. I really am.
There's a channel on YouTube dedicated to scammer calls and how it's called.
Oh, I watch them. Yeah, I
Scam,
watch them.
what is it? Scammer Payback.
There's quite a few of them, but I can't remember which one. I love watching this girl, and I can't remember her name, damn it, off the top of my head. But she can make herself sound exactly like Alexa. And people ask her, how did you how did you even start sounding like her? And she was like, I worked at the bar. She worked at a bar, I believe, as a bartender, and would talk to Alexa like for different things. And she said one day people were like, why do you talk to Alexa like Alexa? And she does. She sounds just like Alexa when she
Huh.
talks. Some of them guys actually, and I hate not being able to remember these guys and their channels because
This one
I
guy gets the scammers on the phone, and then you know how they make you, they some scammers tell you to get on your computer and go to this website so they can share your computer with
oh
them.
yeah,
That this one guy does it, and then he gets into their computer
he
and
gets into
deletes all
their
their
shit.
files and
Oh
all
my
their
gosh,
stuff.
they take money back from them and
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff. I commend those guys 1,000%.
This one guy goes, he's broke now.
Yeah. They give money back to people who've just been scammed out of thousands of dollars.
Yep.
And this is the bad thing about it, with some of these older people, bless their heart, there's these scammers who will call these people and tell them that they've won $80 million and all they have to do is pay the taxes on it. They convince these people to go get this tax money in cash, put it in a box a certain way, wrap it up, and mail it to these other people's houses. And then someone will go to these houses, and most of these houses aren't even lived in, and they will go pick that money up.
Wow.
And so there's just one channel, and I hate not being able to remember their name, but I'll have to find it and tell you guys what it is. But yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good talking to these scammers. But James just didn't get it. It was
I'm
like,
per- I'm
dude,
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at these scammer calls too, except for this one time. When we were looking for this apartment, we were looking for apartments to live in or houses to rent,
right?
and I contacted this guy had houses for rent on the internet, and uh, he was trying to get me to go. He was trying to get me to go see this house that obviously wasn't his, but he kept on, are you on your way? Are you on your way? He kept
Mm-hmm.
saying, are you on your way there? Because he wanted me to send him the deposit in the first month's rent.
Right.
And he was like, the keys in a lockbox at the house. All you have to do is go get it. As soon as you send me the money, you've rented the house. And I actually was in the car on my way to go find that house when I realized, oh shit, this is a scam.
Yeah, that's the sad thing about it because these people don't care if it's your last dollar.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care, and they do that a lot. They'll make you think that they own these houses and they're going to rent them out,
Uh-huh.
and they'll take every penny you got, and they
That was
don't care.
that was the first time I had ever run into a scam like that. Uh,
Right,
it's usually gift cards or Western Union and all that. I stopped when I was working at the grocery store. Um, this little old lady came in. She had $2,800 she was trying to send to somebody over there in Afghanistan or something like that.
right.
And I was like, honey, no, 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 no. And I stopped that scam. I called Western Union and said it was a scam, and
Did you see the picture of James?
Yes.
I showed it a couple times. You could tell the person on the phone wasn't that guy.
Well, no, they always pick English names.
And
Always.
this is the thing about it. And I'm not lying. Years ago, that picture, the same guy was trying to get with my mother on Facebook. The
Jeez.
exact same guy.
Oh my jeez.
The exact same picture.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's sad, Robin. She said my aunt had that happen to her, but she won a Reader's Digest. Go to her for about $1,500 in gift cards.
Dang.
Hey, Terry. Wait a minute. Teresa Jones, and all the credit goes. Oh, no, you get credit too, Terry.
But yeah,
To come,
Terry.
to come on and be able to talk about something like that. It was beautiful. If I've ever done a live where I was very proud, it was the one I did with you, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that you come up and you talk. It's easy. This is the thing. I guess it's easier for me to talk about things that happened to me in my childhood when somebody can relate to what I'm talking about. And me and Terry related so much on so many points about things in our life.
That was a really great live.
It was, Terry. You did a fantastic job.
Yep.
Really did. And anybody else who ever wants to come up and, you know, talk about anything, you guys feel free to do so. What I like to do though is I like to definitely you know, schedule it as a live because I want you guys to I want you guys to know that we 1,000% care and that you're getting our undivided attention. I don't want to be, you know, talking about some really funny things and then, you know, somebody come up and be telling us, you know, their stories and things like that. I would rather whoever does it know that, you know, we absolutely care 1,000%, and what you're saying is it's important to us, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, Teresa. Police involved, nothing really could be done. She did get some funds back from the victim fund. I don't even think a lot of people, Robin, realize that even exists, like a victim fund.
I've never even heard of that.
But these guys who do, I don't know if it would pull up on my watch list or whatever. I could tell you the names of these guys. There's a lot of people who get into these scammers. Oh, I know what it is. They actually, this is the second year I think they've done it, but they got all of these scammers together and in one they got all of these people who go after these scammers all in one location. And they call it the People's Call Center. And when they did it this year, you know, they didn't show it necessarily at the time because these scammers watch these people. These scammers actually watch these people.
Oh, they sure do.
But this is the girl I was talking about. I'm going to show a little bit of her. Her name is IRL Rosie. And this girl cracks me up. She cracks me up. She's the one
that does Alexis.
She's the one who sounds just like Alexa. And then she has different other voices that she uses.
How do you spell her name?
Capital IRL and then just Rosie.
Oh wow, she's got
Rosie.
1.3 million subscribers.
You better believe it. She's freaking good.
Wow.
All right. I'm just gonna share a little bit of IRL Rosie. I really like you, so I'm gonna show a little bit of what you're doing. So don't come for me,
She
okay?
says I'm a voice actor, singer, songwriter, and she's in a band.
She's freaking good. She is really good.
I
All right.
use my weirdo skills to prank scammers and make you laugh all at the same time whenever humanly possible.
All right, I'm gonna show a little bit of IRL Rosie. You guys go subscribe. I don't know why I didn't subscribe to her. I probably took her off. I was subscribed to her at one time, then I probably took her off. Let's just hear. I want to show you guys how funny she is with her voices. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can.
We've got Pierogi over here. Make it quick. I don't want to miss my appointment.
She's talking to a scammer. Listen to her.
So we can do one thing. We can cancel it like when you get back to home. Can you please tell me when you get back to home?
She chewing
Just
chips.
cancel it now.
No.
She's
but right
hilarious.
now you have an appointment and you don't have much time to spend there. So it will take time. Okay, like 10 to 15 minutes. That's the
Okay.
reason.
Well, just push the cancel button. It can't be that hard.
No,
She's
no,
hilarious.
madam. It's not any. It's a robot.
Are you laughing at me?
it's
Are you laughing at me?
that-
Oh, he hung up on her.
He laughed at me. Okay, I'm trying to answer some questions. Hi, Rush Mumbai.
Okay, hold on. I
Love
want
you.
to kind of flick through.
Do I speak Spanish? Hablo poquito español, sí.
Okay, wait.
Most
Oh,
people
hang
have
on,
no clue
commercial.
that in 2023, the
I just want to give you guys an idea of how funny she is when she's talking to them.
Okay.
They keep hanging up on
Beasley,
her.
why would I call you? Aren't you the cancellation department?
Give me a second.
Unless you're lying.
Yes.
You kind of sound like you're a liar.
No,
She
this
sure
is the
was. She
cancellation.
ain't as loud as I am. I was
This is the
getting really
cancellation
loud with
department.
Okay,
James.
so
Just
you're
give me a second.
asking,
Let me
I
check.
just
Do I
called
have any
you, the
options?
cancellation department, and you're asking me if I want to cancel? Why else would I be calling you? It's literally called the cancellation department. Are you an idiot?
Give me a second. Let me check.
Okay, hurry up.
Mind your language.
Okay, well, hurry up.
Yes, I have to hang up.
You have to what?
Sweet pussy.
You hear how they talk
You
to
guys,
people?
Oh my god.
I've had them tell me to suck wanker, and they were going to unalive
Okay,
me and
we're gonna call
all
back.
kinds of stuff.
He was like, "Do you want to cancel? Thanks for calling the cancellation department. Did you want to cancel? Probably. You idiot. Gross.
Here, let me find a good one here.
Obviously, it's my personal.
Ma'am, I'm
Mister.
I like
okay.
this
It's your
woman.
personal computer. You
I
can
do
tell me.
too. I love
You
watching
can tell
her.
me that it's a
Hey,
laptop or
Coco.
it's a desktop.
It's a laptop. I think.
What is the brand name of your laptop?
MacBook.
It's a MacBook, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And how old laptop is this?
Why does that matter? I don't know. It's like 3 years old.
Ma'am, 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Can you tell me that what is the message that you can see on your screen?
I don't know. I turned it off because I got scared. As soon as I saw the virus pop up, I just slammed it shut and turned it off. So I don't remember.
Okay, do one thing, turn on your laptop and tell me that what is the
Let me
message
see if
that
I
you
can
can see on
find
your
her
screen.
talking like Alexa.
Why?
The alert that you got on your computer, ma'am.
Wouldn't a security
It's a
alert being
security
like,
alert.
hey, guess what? Your computer's secure. So, no. Got a virus alert. Do you even know what you're talking about?
Ma'am, it's not a virus alert. It's a security alert that you can see on your screen.
I don't know. I turned it off, remember? All I see is my desktop with my cute ass cat. as the picture.
So that
She
is the
talks
reason
about her
that,
cat
ma'am,
all
that is
the
the reason
time.
that I told you that turn on your
Thank
laptop.
you, Eve.
Okay. Well, I don't want to do that because I'm scared. Can you just tell me how you're going to help
Hello?
me? Because this is starting to get boring.
It's getting boring. Well, she ain't talked to James. Maybe we need to have her talk to James.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do that I have checked for you.
Okay, I'm gonna try to find her talking like Alexa. Okay, wait a
I
minute.
have the package. I have the money. Where do I need to send it? What address do I need to?
Oh,
Like
they're
phone
talking
and
about
address.
sending the money.
A Star Wars character?
And they are calling the scammers, which is funny. And they, look, you guys, they actually bust out a whole freaking organization.
Dang.
Hey, Lip Lock, let me know when you want to do the part 2 on the on our pulling notes, honey. If you want to do it on your channel, that's fine. If you want to do it on mine, that's fine. But you let me know. You let me know. I know you're not listening and you're not paying any attention because you're the leader of a cult and you're much bigger than me, okay? But you let me know. We love you, Lip Lock. We don't care what Cake Hole Carl says. We don't.
Is Jim in here?
Yeah, there's like 20
commercial.
medications here that
Wow, that's
I'm
a
on.
lot of
I understand, ma'am.
medication.
Thank
Okay.
you, honey.
Hold
Thank
on for a
you.
moment.
Oh, she sounded like the old lady.
Jim's in the chat. Say hi, Jim. Jim Browning's.
Okay, just give me one moment, ma'am. I'm passing the call to Mr. Eric Wilson, okay? Give me a
Oh,
moment.
thank you very much. Thank you.
She's so good. She is so good. All right, I want to find where she's talking like Alexa.
Bill
I
and
am.
So I'm gonna flip through.
oh my gosh. Oh, again, I don't.
Yeah, I
To
will
prove that you
cancel that,
canceled
love.
it.
Yes,
Cancel it.
love.
Send me the
Thank you, love.
receipt.
Bye bye. Love you.
Oh, but like,
Love
by
you.
the way, your voice is so sweet. Do you have big boobs? And
All right, Miss Karen. As
Mhm.
we just checked into the system and what we found that your Geek Squad subscription, which has been auto-renewed.
I don't want to auto renew it. I just want to cancel it, and I also want a refund. And then on top
Okay,
of
I'll
that,
be
I want a
surely
gift
helping
card.
you cancel this and give you the refund, okay?
Thank you, honey.
All right, now could you just let me know, miss, do you have any computer or laptop in I believe?
That is still way too young.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, he's in the chat. Oh, I was meant to call Geek Squad. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Hold on. My dad wants. There's only so many Pringles I can eat. Okay, let's try another one. That was weird. I wonder.
You can just do one thing, miss. Just look at your keyboard at the left-hand side. Do you see Option, Command, W, W as in William?
I'm trying to find because she tells them that her computer is messed up and that she can't keep Alexa from talking on it. It's really fucking funny.
What is see? Little option. Noun. A thing that
There
is
she
or may be
goes.
chosen. For example, choose the cheapest options for supplying energy. Boodoo. Hello, can you please stop doing that? Ma'am.
I am not doing anything, miss. What happened?
Okay, well, every time you tell me to do something, my Siri starts giving me definitions of what you're saying. So, are you connected to my
Oh my
computer?
God. No, 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 no. No, miss. I am not connected with your computer, miss. I am helping you. I am
Oh,
removing that message. I can guide you. So you can do one thing. You don't touch anywhere. Do you see on and off
Guide.
button on your
No. A
computer?
person who advises or shows the way to others. For example, this lady is going to act as our guide for the rest of the tour. Would you like me to keep going?
no, cancel. Miss, can you please shut her off?
This is so funny.
Ma'am,
She is really good at it.
you can. Dang it. For some reason, I love getting like the women.
It's so funny.
What's your name, ma'am? Can
Thank
you
you,
please
Mohammed.
verify me
Arigato.
your first name and your last
Thank you,
name?
Angel Bell 25. I love you.
Hello.
I'm sorry, what did you say? Hello?
Yeah, hello, ma'am. Can you please verify me your first name and your last name?
Yeah, my last name is Boudit, Boudit. My first name is Karen, Karen.
Karen Bowdit. She said her name was Karen
What
Bowdit.
exactly do you see on your screen right now? Can you please tell me that?
Screen. Now. A fixed movable, upright partition used to divide a room, give shelter from drafts, heat, or light, or to provide concealment or privacy. Would you like me to keep going?
No. Hello? Honestly, is there any way you can stop my Siri from interrupting what I'm doing? Hello?
That is hilarious. I'm going to stop it there. IRL Rosie is her name, you guys.
That's
She
funny.
is so funny. She is so funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go listen to hers. That's funny.
I love listening to her, especially when she starts sounding like Siri and stuff. It's hilarious. I'm not that good. When I went after James, of course, I got a big mouth, so. But every time that he would stop talking or something, I'd be like, James, are you still there? I need you, James. That was so funny when the messages he sent me, though. It was freaking hilarious.
Oh, you should have said, James, me love you long time.
Even when I said, no, I'm not, you were rude, he said, okay, honey, keep the cards to yourself, and sorry I was rude. And then he said, I need to get to work and get done with today's project. He was like, really? I said, really, James, you hung up on me while I was singing to you. How rude.
That IRL Rosie, she's got one that she's titled Flirting with the Scammer.
Oh, man. I'm telling you guys, some of these scammers have told me they were going to unalive me, to suck their wanker. They always love to say stuff about your mom and just crazy stuff. Stupid stuff. It's a lot better. Thank you, Terry, for asking. Yeah, he's doing a lot better. Yeah, he never gets sick or anything like that. And so I knew when he was saying, his pain was a lot. And they don't, his dentist is a really good dentist, but dentists they don't give pain medicine anymore,
I had a dentist give me Valium one time.
Well, the thing about it is, I think a lot of people don't understand, no matter when you have like mouth pain or gum pain, really pain medicine doesn't work that well.
It doesn't.
And I remember I used to have big bottles of the Listerine mouthwash with the antiseptic in it.
Uh-huh.
And I would be rinsing my mouth constantly with that stuff just to numb it up a little bit. So,
yeah, that stuff burns.
Well, we got about 10 minutes before I get off here. I have been on here already over 3 hours. So, yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna get in here and get all the information I can find on the little girl who went missing in New York. And we're gonna go over that a little bit tomorrow.
Jeez, I hope she's found soon.
I do too. That is so horrible.
How old is she?
9.
Oh, jeez.
9 years old.
And
But no,
spend.
you do not think when you're camping and you're in an area like that and the kids are all having fun together and stuff like that, that just by letting her get on a bicycle and maybe just take one more ride around the circle, because they were riding around a circle, that something would happen. Because when you're camping, when you're in an area where you're camping, um, most times, and I'll know more about it by tomorrow when I talk about it, but um, most times there's other people camping around you. And not only do you, a lot of times you get to know who's camping around you, your kids play with their kids. And it's just, going camping is supposed to be a fun time. It's not supposed to be, a scary time. But let me tell you guys something. There's no way in hell that I would have even attacked those parents over something like that. And I know a lot of people are like, well, look at Don and Candace being attacked. Don and Candace set themselves up to be attacked.
Right, they did.
Absolutely. They didn't want law enforcement's help on anything. On anything. And in my opinion, they sure in the hell, yeah, Bertie, I showed that. I showed that on my channel. I showed that here just a little bit ago, that they were talking about intoxicant. I mean, that's a big word, intoxicant, right?
Intoxicant.
Yeah. I'm gonna Google that. I want the exact definition. Intoxicant. Holy guacamole. Our drug intoxicants and drugs are used by some to escape physical or psychological pain. What is considered an intoxicant? Oh, it's alcohol. Something such as an alcoholic drink that causes people to become excited or confused and less able to control what they say or do. Oh, well. So basically, an intoxicating substance. Okay, so the Britannica Dictionary defines intoxicant something such as an alcoholic drink that causes people to become excited or confused, less able to control what they say or do. Yeah. So the use of intoxicants and stimulants is prohibited. He was driving under the influence of intoxicants. So that's a big word there. That's a big word. So you can look at it as somebody was making some hooch in the jail, made some, homemade moonshine, or it could be drugs. So they're just not wanting to, I guess, say exactly what it was, for sure. That's pretty wild, though. I mean, why didn't they just come out and say that to start with, instead of making everybody guess? What is an example of intoxicating? Oh, no. Yeah, that ain't gonna work for me. Is being in love intoxicating? What does intoxication, the condition of having physical or mental control, markedly diminished by the effects of alcohol or drugs? Yeah, so basically,
they're just using it as a
they're not
general
telling us.
term.
Yeah, they're not telling us what exactly it was.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll release it, Bertie. I don't know if they'll ever release what exactly it was. I don't know. The woman who talked about it on her Facebook page, she was getting information from people in the jail and stuff. I'm sure Fred told Ziggy. I just never went back and watched to
I
just see
read
what she said.
I read somebody's post on YouTube last night. I can't remember who posted it though, but it was something about that lady getting arrested in Hawkins County, and she smuggled in uh, quote unquote intoxicants in a wash rag
Right.
down in her private area.
Oh, yeah. Girl, they can stick some shit up their hoo-haws.
Jeez.
In their bing hole. Their hoo-haws in their bing holes. I mean, seriously, it's like, how can you stick that shit up there? If it was to break or something, you'd be really fucked.
Every time I hear something like that, I think I think of that movie Pulp Fiction, where he says, "I carried this watch, this hunk of metal up my ass."
That is crazy. What the fuck is this? Okay, hold on. Hello? 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 Fucking somewhere called Wonderful Bar and Grill.
What?
Yeah, that was the name of it.
And they hung up.
Wonderful. Wait a minute. Okay, Eve, I love you.
I was like, oh no, it's James.
Something Wonderful Bar and Grill. I have never heard of the place, so don't know what to tell you. But I'm not answering it ever again. They think it was from that. Ooh, yuck. I don't know, but I'm telling you, people will put shit up their bing hole and their hoo-ha to freaking take it in there for people to swallow it.
Yeah, I believe it was math that she had.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Look, I had somebody that I knew who said to me one time that being in prison and not being in prison were the same thing, because the way that they lived in prison was the same way they lived when they were in the free world and vice versa.
Uh-huh.
And I found that statement so sad that this person would even think that it didn't matter if they were in prison or not.
Yeah, they get that institutionalized mentality, and you know.
But he was right though. I mean, when he came home, he was, he was doing this. But to me, it was like, really, because the shit you're doing when you're out in the free world, you're actually able to get that stuff in prison too. It was really weird. I mean, H and math and everything. It was like, wow. But yeah, I mean, what if you're carrying something like that and it breaks?
Yeah.
You're taking the chance of overdosing yourself. I mean, freaking crazy.
It is crazy.
Crazy shit. But yeah, I'll have my head back together tomorrow and we'll get on with some good stuff. And if Cher's going to be talking to Cam's mom tonight, I want to watch that and probably cover a little bit of that tomorrow too. And I will go through and research the Charlotte who's missing at 9 years old from New York. We'll talk about that. And I don't know what else there's to talk about except for summer also. And, of course, we'll talk a little bit about that. I still want to go over the interview that Cher did with Dawn, and I'm definitely going to do that tomorrow too.
Okay, good.
So tomorrow I'm going to schedule for 3 o'clock. And I promise I'll have my shit together tomorrow. today I was kind of all over the place. James just made me shiver.
Hey, Mary, guess what?
What?
Eric came home last night at 12:30.
Did he?
Yep.
Was he not having a good night?
Nick called and said that he keeps talking about the dog, that he missed the dog, that he was worried about the dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, at least you had a little bit of time. Did you
I
get
did.
to take your bath?
I did.
Nice.
I did. It was very comfortable. I relaxed. Then I made me a little bit of something to eat. And I came in here and I watched this really creepy series. It's a limited series on Netflix. It's got I believe, 4 episodes to it. It's called Dear Child. And it was creepy.
Really? I'm going to watch that when I get off here.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I love when we recommend stuff to each other.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it was
I'm
pretty
telling you,
good.
did you ever go back and watch that Strange Land with Dee Snider?
No, I didn't.
Girl, that's some creepy shit.
No, I didn't. I was like, yeah, and then I went to go watch it and it was already off.
Wow. Well, Kiki, Kiki, you take care of yourself if you're going to be gone for a couple days. Thanks for letting us know so we didn't worry about you.
Yes, Kiki.
For sure. And like I said, you guys go over and I apologize to the person who was doing the live with traders, but they were showing some stuff about K. Cole Carl. I recommend you guys go watch it. I really do.
I tell you what, K. Cole Carl and Turd Pop Sucker just cracks me the hell up.
I'm telling you. And look, I don't really believe that Mr. Keys is going to be off YouTube for very long.
Is he suspended again?
No, I think somebody said that he said everybody on YouTube sucks. He was just going to go, I guess.
Well, then go, buddy. You're not going to be missed.
Yeah, that's what Teresa, yeah, obviously Cam's mom is going to have a conversation with Cher.
Man,
you're gonna take a little vacation before you go to the hospital, Kiki? No, he has another channel again.
Oh, my goodness.
Didn't last him long, did it, Terry?
Jeez.
All right, my puppy's barking. I don't know why. I'm gonna go find out.
Okie doke. Well, thanks for having me up, girl.
Hey, no problem. You know you can come up here anytime you want.
Okie doke. Well, I will get down off of here. I'll talk to you later.
Bye. All right. Like I said, you guys, sorry I was kind of all over the place with this live. My intention was to put out some other content. I've got a couple things I want to do tonight, and I am going to go through and find out everything I can about the little missing 9-year-old girl. We will talk about that tomorrow. If Cam does speak. Oh, thank you, Flies. Veloma Unstuck, you guys. Veloma Unstuck, and she's talking with traders. I found it fascinating. So you guys go check that out and check out Traders too. I like Traders a lot. I watch her a lot. I just don't go into people's chats very much, but definitely check them out, you guys. It was really good. It was really, really good. And Flies, I hope you're doing well. You know, I always send prayers out for you. Nana for life. I appreciate you so much. I just want you to know that you know, you're a special person. You're a very special person. Not that my other subs aren't special people, but you're a very, very special person. And I'm gonna text you probably, I want to maybe tonight or in the morning. Eve, I'm gonna text you too. So I want to get something for you, Eve. So well, be careful, Flies, if you're driving. Thank you guys for popping in. I know I was all over the place. I apologize for that. And send prayers out to send prayers out for Summer, send prayers out for this new missing little girl, 9 years old. Send prayers out to all the children who need it. Send prayers out to Cam and Aly's children. You don't have to like Cam and Aly, but guess what? They have children, and their children didn't do anything. They did nothing. These children did nothing, okay, to deserve things that are happening to them right now. They didn't do anything, okay? Thank you, haters. You guys know I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for being respectful to each other. I appreciate you guys so much. You just don't even know that you guys are the ones who, and I say this many times, and I know it sounds redundant, you guys are the ones who made my channel what I wanted it to be. And it was because of all you guys and sticking with me and hanging with me. I just appreciate that so much. Oh, he has his surgery on Friday. Well, Flies, you know that we're sending hugs and prayers to you for sure. Bless him. Bless his heart. I know you got a lot of things going on, Flies, so I do appreciate you popping in when you can. And I'm always here for you. You can call me anytime you want. That's what I'm here for. Anybody who wants to email me, please feel free to do so. Conversations are always kept private. If I do repeat anything on my channel, I ask if it's something that you would like for me to share or not. And if you're not comfortable with it, guess what? It don't get repeated on my channel. So, all right, haters. Well, you come in anytime you want. Anybody who just pops in every once in a while and gives us a wave, we appreciate that. We appreciate that for sure. I did ask you. Well, that's usually because that's what I do. I always ask. It's not my place to put out anybody's personal information, you know, without asking you first. Some of us have problems that we don't want to share on social media. And, oh, haters. I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. You changed your name, you little snake, you. You know you're welcome on my channel anytime. And I will tell you right now, I apologize for the way that you were treated in my chat. I didn't like the way that went down. And I did say something to the person who did that to you. And I apologize to you over and over and over for that. You're welcome here anytime you want to come. Yay. I'm glad you came back. And don't worry. Don't worry. That person's not here anymore and won't be back on my chat or anywhere near my channel. And you're always welcome here. Always, always. And thank you for coming back in. I really appreciate that. I really do. So, okay. Yes, we all know who you are now, haters. But you just keep that name, okay? You just keep that name. And you go anywhere you want. You watch whoever you want. You comment to whoever you want. You do you, okay? And that's for everybody. Everybody do your own thing. Do your own thing. And like I said, thank you guys for being, just being you. And being respectful. And you know what? Like I said, I got rid of a person today, and I don't do that very often, who was being very disrespectful to about a missing child. That's not okay in my book. and it never will be okay. It's not going to happen in my chat or on my channel. So, like I said, thank you, Terry, for yesterday. I appreciate you so much. And, you know, I know, I can't say how you felt, but I know that talking about the things you did, were very important for you to talk about. And I really appreciate, you being able to do that and feeling comfortable enough to do it on my channel. I respect you a whole lot for that. So, yes, anybody else who feels they want to talk about something like that, and just email me and we'll set it up. Like I said, I just feel anyone who is going to give of their self personally like that deserves to for it to be done at a time when you know, when we're not talking about other things. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's got you, Kiki. Well, we're definitely praying for you. Haters is almost at 1,000. Well, you got me beat. You got me beat, haters. So good for you. Good for you. Okay, I appreciate you guys. It don't cost a dime, be kind. If you got to get a little feisty, go right ahead and do it. Y'all do what you do. You do what you do. Okay. Have a great night, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock. I'm going to schedule it right now. And have a good night, everybody. And prayers out to whoever needs them, for sure. Okay, you guys. Peace out. Have a good night.